can't.
It is a salad.
This is comedy gold.
It is a salad.
No, it's not.
It's not just
Yes,
broken
what are
taco.
we doing?
What?
Chicken legs.
Guys, let's actually talk about some shit we actually have to fucking
D&D
figure out.
general
The
paste.
fuck are we doing for D&D next week?
I don't care.
Good question.
Because as of right now, we can't all make it.
We're an
Like, it's
impasse.
not
Oh
gonna
no,
happen.
well, Spirit said he's just gonna quit his job.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Doesn't work like
Trying to
that.
look for a different.
Well, any day works for me. I don't know if I can do mornings, but hey, we can.
Wait, you start next week?
This is a
Yeah.
spirit question. Yeah.
Spirit, you start next week?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, they shall
You
Spirit.
said you had a floating day off. How does that work?
Yeah,
it's a
but it
rotating
alternates
day off.
throughout each week.
So it's like Monday one week, Tuesday the next, Wednesday, and then Thursday,
So
and
on and
Friday?
so forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So wait, so then you have an
don't work
unsteady
weekends.
amount of 4 days,
Ooh,
like
dust storm.
3
No,
days.
4 10s.
4 tens.
I-
And
you
so
don't
is that
like it when the
alternating
DM
day
says
Monday through
Um,
Friday
scary
or
stuff.
Monday through Sunday?
Monday through Friday, with
Okay.
an alternating day off Monday through Friday per week. So like some days I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have Friday off. Other days I have like Monday. Other weeks it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that I work,
Gotcha.
and so on and so forth. And it doesn't jump around. It goes in one line, but it's like it rotates
Yeah.
over. And I always have the weekends off. So my shift is at 1:30, and the latest I'd have at 1:30 p.m. The latest I could leave the house by traffic is noon. So like Sunday nights are basically perfect because I can stay up late and still like
Sunday
get a
night.
decent amount of
We
sleep.
never do Sunday night.
I could do Saturday morning. I can alternate Saturday nights.
I cannot do a Saturday. That's not going to work for me.
For those that are watching, leave a comment below what your suggestion is for the time zone.
Is that a YouTube thing or a Twitch thing?
Win the lottery
Both.
is
Oh,
top comment is win the lottery.
you can
That is a
still
good one.
chat on the show.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, like I don't know, guys. I can
Hmm.
do like
I
I
can
would
actually do mornings.
normally I would be getting home
When
at
we
the
end.
latest a 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
I'm asleep by then.
Yeah, like you're a rational human being. You're asleep by 1 o'clock in the morning. I know there's 2 people in here that aren't asleep by. I know
I
there's
feel-
a few people in here.
There's
I
2
feel
people that
called
go to bed
out.
on time. Okay.
I do,
I
but
went to bed
mine.
at
Wait,
Bullshit.
that's
times
3.
today.
That's 3. Cause I see you playing Arma all night.
So the thing with Arma is,
Yeah, you said it before.
yeah,
Yeah.
You're
I
remoting in.
hijack it. Yeah, I could do another game. I could actually just name it whatever I want. I just use Arma.
I'd be on at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Chris is playing Arma. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
I'm remoting into my PC from my bed.
Yep.
Hmm.
And then I fall asleep and I forget to close it. And then now I have like
Selfish user.
thousands of hours on Arma.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I started using the Chrome.
It comes out to like
remote.
what days work for you guys, because right now it's some point during the weekend, or like we organize. Hey Rob, what day off do you have today? And that's the day that we have.
Well, I mean, the problem is Will works Monday and Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
I end at 7. What time? 6 Pacific time.
Hmm.
They need to put more days in the week.
Yeah.
Facts.
Agreed. Good day.
Doesn't
Good day we
really
got
weekends.
leap
change
day,
anything.
leap year.
More weekends. Less amount of weeks.
We should have 2 weekdays and 5 weekends.
That's right.
What is it?
Most unproductive society.
Already.
No. It's just that on
What
the
is
2
it?
weekdays you work 20 hours a day.
Already,
Even
Mikey,
it out.
you're showing it. What is it?
Oh, what?
What is it?
Oh, you didn't see
Right,
this thing
right.
yet?
When would I have seen it?
The Pride Dice Tower.
That's
Just
right.
in time for Pride Month.
That's right. That's right.
That's cool.
It came out really nice though. I mean, it's a nice
Yeah,
dice
dude,
tower.
You guys can start the. You can start the show.
So when can we
I'll
put
be
in our
open.
orders and have them ship and have you ship it to us?
Oh man, that's
Hey,
gonna
I'm
be
already
a...
first on that list. And he's
Yeah, he
fucking
is.
taking days on that shit.
I have some quote unquote questionable legality things I need you to make for me.
Fine. I'm just gonna fucking find my
Oh,
Kind of-
fine. I
kind
like
of
how he just says that.
Federal international law.
international law. Now I gotta make a list. Who I'm gonna make.
Oh, like, oh, did we
It
scare him
was
away?
silenced.
Yeah, here's my Discord updated without me
Alright.
telling it to.
Yeah, update.
All right, we got
Hi,
Will's
FBI
order.
agent.
We got Nathan's order.
Yeah, one of them was just like, "Hey, watch this."
Oh, my Discord has an update.
Yeah, what are we?
Damn.
What are
Wait,
we?
I gotta
Getting
see if
us
I.
all-
Oh look, an update. Like nothing
I
happened.
forgot how to even check if Discord has an update.
Usually tells you like a green download symbol on the top right.
Mhm.
Such
Yeah.
a sheep. I probably just auto updates.
Faux show.
Well, we don't have to make a decision right now, but we gotta at least think on it.
Figure out during
We
the
do have
week
to
or
make a
something.
decision, just not yet, yeah.
So I got nothing honestly.
Because you work the week, or no, Will works weekends.
Will works weekends. Yeah, Will works weekends. The rest of us work weekdays. Spirit has a rotating day off. The problem is his rotating day off.
Yeah,
if he
that
could
can be
just
very.
pick a day off, he could just pick Wednesdays and we don't care.
That'd
I
be nice.
mean, it's basic. You know what? I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
tell
mean-
them, Spirit.
Will,
Tell
you
them-
work Sunday through Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'd
Alternating
say we
Saturday.
could do it where we just have an off week and we don't play when Spirit works Mondays and it just changes every week.
Yeah.
Where it goes Tuesday and then Wednesday and then Thursday, repeat.
I work Tuesday night, but yeah, that's what you were saying. But
By the time I get home, you're at work.
yeah, usually I'm leaving at like 6:15, so by the time you're hopping on, I'm like leaving.
Yeah.
Can I have a 2-minute session?
Last one, dude.
Everyone
Hey,
just
welcome back. Okay, we're done.
screams and roll dice, and then we meet again to do it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally have nothing.
I'm kind of at the whim of this new place because I'm like literally starting Monday, but actually Tuesday because Monday's my first day, but it's a day off for me. Yeah.
Maybe you could bring your laptop and we play D&D while you're working, like Stormer.
Oh yeah, sure. I think they would totally go for that.
Dude,
Hey Rob, what
some
are you
of
doing
these.
under that truck? Nothing. Here's
Is
my
it a government job?
Wait, when do you start? Like,
My
what
first-
time do you start?
my shift is at 1:30, but I have to leave the house no later than noon to make it there with traffic.
Jesus.
Do Sunday mornings. I don't know if that works better for you guys,
Be a lot easier if everyone just got night shifts.
right? Fuck.
I can do like anytime
Work
on
at a
weekends I can do.
biomedical company.
So
Or just
I'll
don't
set
work
we're
at
working
all.
on Sunday
Biomedical
mornings.
companies
So
don't work at night.
I just work out for 2 hours.
Sunday morning.
Will mention Sunday morning. That's fine.
I'm usually home by like 7:30, 7:45 a.m.
Is
Just
that
imagine,
perfect
Will,
time?
coming home from a long day of work and then going right into D&D.
And everybody's just like, I just woke up.
Everyone's waking up and Will just wants to fucking die and go to sleep.
That's how I feel in general.
Oh, then perfect.
Let's go
My
back to bed.
Sunday's great then.
I woke up at 3 today.
I mean, if
I know your brother told me
honestly,
you
if
woke up.
Sunday mornings work for you guys, it works for me because
If you feel like death and you need a little bit of pride in your step, get a tower.
like a couple monster energies.
Honestly, I was happy when we went to weekdays because it made it so I could
Give your
actually
weekends up. I
I
did
can
too,
actually go do things on the weekends.
especially on
Especially
Wednesday.
it was good for like Amanda because to be quite honest, it was really fucking killer that we could never do anything on the weekends.
Mhm.
I don't know, guys.
You're telling me it's my weekend.
Your weekend is now. You'll actually be on. We've been doing space engineers, and I'm like, where the fuck
I
is
know.
Bill?
I look at Discord and I'm looking at you guys and I'm just like,
Oh, they're
I've
playing.
been hounding Nathan to try Space Engineers. I got him the game. It's like, okay, fine, I'll try it. He's stuck on it now.
Yeah, he is.
yeah,
He's like
how it
you.
happens. Yeah. Don't throw
Good
200
game.
hours in it in the first 2 weeks.
I can't. I work. I'm
Oh,
18.5 hours in 4 days.
If you try hard enough, you totally could.
That's right.
Let me do this
I
math
could
quick.
just be late. I could just pull a Chris and just leave it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the Chris.
168 hours in a week.
I can do that with
minus-
Arc, and then next
You
year
can
I'll have
easily
like
pull
6,000
200 hours in 2 weeks. All right? It's only 168 hours. You minus 40 from
I
that.
just did the math. Like,
Like,
wait a minute.
That's
I can send you guys my schedule until September 4th. Because I know what my schedule is until September 4th.
What happens on the 5th?
A new schedule set.
all right.
So we're all in
Yeah.
agreement. Harbinger's gonna die.
Yeah,
Dude,
I think that's like
Me and
the
my coworkers
option.
were laughing at his character sheet this morning
Why?
because of how little health he has.
It's just
Will,
so
I
bad.
heard that your work is going shit and you're looking for a new job. When did that happen?
What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Someone
I don't
told
know
me
what you're talking
your
about.
job was going like shit and you were not happy.
Never happy. Never make
I'm
money.
never happy.
I'm not happy until I can fucking be at home and make money.
Sounds like you need a little bit of pride. I don't
I don't know.
I want no pride.
Go be a stripper or something.
Not enough money with strippers. Plus,
Go work under Stormer.
Yeah, go
Ew.
yeah, a Stormer could be your boss.
Understormer.
Simple.
Probably smells like
Just go
ramen
back
under
to
there.
college, get a new degree in software development.
Yeah. Go
No.
back to college, spend more money,
Exactly.
and
You go to college, you go get your major in English literature, then
they'd
you go
be
work
so
at
happy.
Starbucks.
They'd be so happy to see you again.
Yeah.
this is an intervention. They guys miss me or something?
Yeah.
Don't forget your forklift certification.
miss
Oh,
Will.
that's right. All right. Previously, Frigid 6 Mafia.
Told you guys to go for it. Not wait for me. Damn it.
Just keep going.
Oh no, we were both.
Right.
Page that just says what a salad is.
Potato chips.
Potato chips.
When they ask if you want a salad or chips, and your mind fucking blows up.
Damn it! Shut up! I'm trying to read something here. As we spend time in Roshona waiting for our date to meet with the Kryn's, uh, like queen and so on, we have much time to kill. We decide to find a couple of contracts to ease our time, as well as visit the magical shops and whatnot to see what our we can find, anything that fancy our needs. We found two contracts. One is regarding a bird-like person out in the Ghostlands, causing kind of like a havoc almost. After we go out there, meet up with that, find that person, discuss the overall issue, we were able to come to terms with they don't mess with you, you don't mess with them. We'll call it good. He gives us the stick to prove of that we found them and discussed it. We moved on with our next task. The next one is a mysterious disappearance within the valleys of the Ghostlands, which is a northwest region outside of the city. Multiple mercenaries and whatnot and scouts have gone out there, but no one has returned. As we go out there to investigate, we notice a giant like black pool-like areas covered on the ground. And after much more investigation and searching, we find these hands that come up and just grab anything that comes into it by our bag of mysterious or a bag of animals or bag of mysterious bag of
The bag of animals.
tricks. We decide to revene back at the spire with the guard captain and whatnot, and tell him our finding. After Harbinger, spirit's on my mind right now, had a very bad experience with these creatures. He decided to stay at the spire with the night guards regarding about their overall, just to keep an eye out. And throughout the night, him and the other guard get possessed by the shadow being that spirit saw in her spirit that Savari saw in her room that night. We later find Harbinger being possessed and whatnot, and that he was able to break the curse with the help of the other mages, and so on. And with the help of the guards and the mages, we're able to go back out to these death pools, these black bubbling arms, and to dispel them. With the help of Sunbreaker as well, we head out. As we head out after finding out much information regarding about how this is a trap from the calamity that the gods would use to trap entities and whatnot, and very powerful beings. As our cart pulls up with a Bristol Moor bounder, we head out to the Ghostlands once again. Saren planned on ridding of the circles of the Dawn spell, basically a powerful spell causing a sun to appear in a very small amount of area. As Saren is able to dispel the circles, a large, ghostly, dead-like dragon emerges from these circles, and we were then engaged with this battle, which is essentially the hunter of the trap. We engage the creature as Harbinger gets the final shot off on the ghost dragon. After the dragon is then distinguished, we began to search for the missing mercenaries. We found very limited remains of them, but we do find 5 platinum pieces and 7 silver pieces. We still need to head back to the spire and inform the guard of the no longer trap that is out in the Ghostlands.
And that's where we'll pick up.
And that's where we caught up on.
You all presumably mount your many ways of travel, your chariot that you were loaned, carpet, mount, spectral steeds, rhinoceros, all of them.
I got fine steed.
We head back.
It's like a World of Warcraft party.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So long as we don't break into a mammoth parade, I think it'll be okay.
You travel back to Persona, and there at the edge, bordering the Ghostland of Corona's district, you have the Sentinel Spire, where you had been issued these contracts. Presumably heading back there.
Yes.
You venture back. You venture back to Sentinel Spire, opening the gates, and you can see the guards still on a relatively high alert. But the captain is settled back down at his desk and looks up to you as you all arrive once more. Return with everyone still. So
Yeah.
is it done?
Got our fingers and toes intact, so yes, everything is fine now.
We were able
No
to
casualties, which is always a
dispel
good.
the trap, get rid of the beast that lied within. No remaining
Beast.
casualties. Beast, creature, thing,
The spectral dragon.
the hunter.
The supposed dragon.
And then when we did the search for the mercenaries, we didn't really find anything, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It does seem though that the mercenaries and whatnot, there is nothing left of them, except for these remaining pieces of platinum and silver.
Well,
I mean,
Aside for this one, we have an eyewitness.
yeah,
I look to
Sunbreaker.
Sunbreaker.
Sunbreaker. Yep.
who I give us not that they needed an eyewitness, but yes, I can serve as one. It was a mighty beast, and we felt it all the same. The captain gives another nod before. Okay. Well, payment is due. They disappear for only a few moments before grabbing out the self-same silver chest from before, popping open a lock, and it is 8,000 gold in platinum. Slides the coffer over to you.
Math.
We'll grab it so that we can carry it off and do it. Because you don't divide up money here, but
Oh no.
they
And then
can
we
they can
also-
divide up the money, but I'll just grab it and just whoop into the side of my bag.
Yep.
We also had the 2,000 from earlier as well, right?
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah, you
broken
had
Yeah, we
to
have
carry
out
that
there.
already.
And but we didn't put that amongst our. We haven't divided that amongst either, right?
I don't think we have.
I think
Okay.
on the side.
I think we
'Cause-
divided up the first bit.
The first contract we
had
did,
some
but the
time.
second one with the 2,000 platinum.
Correct. You haven't
Or
divided the
2,000
second
gold.
or
platinum.
either payment yet.
Okay.
Oh, where to now, guys?
At this point, the guard captain speaks up. It's not quite my spot, but you've made some decent gold there. Why not? I don't know, live it up in the firmaments for a bit. I'm out of contract. You've given us plenty to do for the Kronos now.
What would you recommend that we do in the ferments? Anything you would fancy?
Guys, this is random. Don't forget to get your Spelljammer stuff for free.
Or Stormer will beat you if
Don't
you don't
forget
get
to
your
get your
Spelljammer
Swift
stuff.
lifestyle. Get discount of X Evil X.
You really need to be better about doing. I actually forgot about it.
Yeah, good job.
I don't know why they're whispering. This is a great time to bring up the discount on your Swift Lifestyle products with the promo code of XEvilX, getting yourself a 10 to 15% discount on all Swift Lifestyle needs. It's a wonderful drink. It's pretty flavorful, and I think it tastes better than G Fuel.
Ooh,
All
he said it.
them out.
Man, you calling him out on my channel? I didn't
He's
want
doing
this
your
fight.
job for you.
I didn't want
That's
this
what-
fight.
Lock and load with code PKA.
Will
Somebody
came
has
in,
to. You guys are over
and I'm over here.
whispering.
G Fuel thinks that you know what'd be funny is if G Fuel thought Will was the one with the sponsorship, so they're like, "Well, fuck you.
We're gonna
sponsor you
find your
front."
channel.
They're all trying to find my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to find your channel right now.
We can't find him. Look harder.
They find mine by accident. They're like, "It's 5 videos and they're all crap."
From like 2015.
They're all my my car.
Yeah, Will do the
You
math.
was
Tell us how much
you
we
was
get.
saying though.
You was
Math
saying?
comes out to 1666 for 4 and 1667 for 2.
Older.
That's a gold pieces worth of platinum.
16.
66 for 4 and 1667 for 2.
That's
16,
total
16.
gold.
I'll take 67. Cause
You did more, so
yeah, sure.
Take
I was
I'll
like,
take the 66.
sure. At some point, I'm
I
just
think-
like, at some points, I feel
I
like
think-
we're all like, we don't want to be the asshole, and it's like, okay, one of us has to be asshole. I'll be asshole.
I think Harbinger should get it because he got the final kill and Saren dismantled the circles. They get
Sure.
the 67s.
Sounds great.
Okay.
That sounds very fair.
So wait, what am I
Appreciate it.
having?
You're getting
1666.
1666 worth of gold pieces, but that comes out to 100 or 166 platinum and 6 gold pieces if you want to do it that way.
That is a lot of weight in gold.
Yep,
Well, we
that's
got
it
in
in
the
platinum.
platinum style.
We got it in
So-
platinum. So,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
so
So-
160
Platinum.
platinum with 6 gold pieces.
166 platinum or
100,
60?
166. Sorry.
Okay. my brain.
166 platinum, 6 gold.
Okay, thank God.
Because
There we
I need to remove that.
My brain cannot operate.
660 gold.
Now I'm not carrying 100 pounds worth of coin.
No? An amateur
I,
hour.
I need to go and
Oh,
work.
the
Amateur
money.
hour.
Yeah, I added I added the full 1667 gold. It gave me 30 pounds of
Yeah.
gold weight.
Don't do that.
That doesn't seem efficient.
I was still unencumbered, so.
Left.
No.
I want to throw my wallet at someone. How much bludgeoning damage
Oh
can it
my
do?
god. I
well-
If we all three were.
Well, the thing is though, your wallet, like mine weighs about 21 pounds. And in this you can't you're not gonna do much. You'd be like a D4 of damage.
Savara uses payback. It was very effective.
Would it be a D4 or D6? Because it's a
there's
All
money
my
on the
coin-
ground.
All my coins weigh 21 pounds.
The thing with your weight, it's not a weapon. You know, if someone threw 21 pounds in a satchel at you and then swung a warhammer at your face, the warhammer's gonna hurt more.
True.
It'd be true.
All right, so I'm gonna convert all my gold and all my money into copper. Then I'll put it in a bag.
Into weight. There you go. Endless supply right there.
Easy.
Improvise
Share
war
the weight
club.
of my wallet.
War club.
Improvise flail.
I think Anthony might be onto something.
So
That's
you were
solid.
saying about your recommendations for the firmaments as far as
Yeah.
like wares and maybe food?
I
or-
I don't go to the ferments that often. It's too high up there for me. I go to the Gallimantree if you want to head there. The Dims Inn is a good place to start.
Okay.
Okay.
Isn't our aircraft in Lucid Bastion though?
Correct. Your aircraft is anchored at the Lucid Bastion.
Yeah. All right.
I have to go finish things up.
We could go check on the crew, I guess. We can go looking for shops in the firmament.
Yeah, I need to.
We can go check on our items that are being processed.
Yeah, I need to go ask the assembly if they can help me with a magical request.
I need to check the tailor.
At this point, it's only been like 3 days we've been here.
Quick note on the nightlife. It depends. You're not going to find anything really in the firmaments. That's unless there's a special event going on. The firmament's going to be pretty quiet. Gallimantree, a little bit more activity, especially around the inns and the like. The Coronas is always awake to some extent.
Time to go get it on with some dark elves.
What about Lucy? I'm telling Lucy.
She's a dark elf.
Yeah.
But
okay.
you
She's
said
a dark
elves
elf.
with
One
an
specific
S.
So, like, I
dark
thought you-
elf.
I thought you were
Yeah,
going
there's
after
also
Lucy.
multiple
Oh no,
people
Chris,
in
do they
our
have?
group.
that kind of stuff.
Our cleric
The
turned
little-
into a bard.
You haven't looked for it yet.
Yeah. Cleric, the bard. Hey, baby, I can light up your world.
I could
God.
lie. You want to be converted from the Move Weaver?
You're already in complete
The
darkness. What's a
bagpipe
little
is
more?
the most
You know what I'm
romantic of all
saying?
instruments.
I can show you the way.
I could show
Hey,
you.
babe, I got the
way.
magic touch. It's just a mage hand.
Guidance.
Guidance. I could guide you.
Tara's like, fuck you guys. Like,
Yeah,
this is not
so
what I meant at all.
Unless,
I'm gonna
of
go to
course,
the tailor.
Unless.
I can give you water
No, thank
breathing.
Yeah. Wait, wouldn't you need water breathing?
Is that just long-haired version of Viking that just walked
Yeah,
right
basically.
past him? That was just
Yeah, it's his
long-haired.
identical clone.
Yeah.
It's a shorter, weaker, younger, longer hair
This is my
Viking.
clone.
It's evil. Wait,
I'm the evil one.
Um,
Excuse you.
good Viking. That better? I don't
No,
feel
no.
like it's better.
no. What's the opposite of a Viking?
Pussy.
I-
Oh, or Josh. Oh, an actual Viking. I'm just over there. Fuck you guys.
English peasant.
Kisses.
Fuck your kisses. I don't need that shit.
Is anybody in search for anything as far as like I know Saren is mentioning his need for magical acquaintanceness. I don't know. I kind of figured out what you mentioned. You said you needed help with some magical
Just
things.
need to, I need to go to the magical place to see if they'll make something for me.
All right. Anyone else need
I
shit?
don't think I have anything
I need to go back to work.
needed.
I need
You need to go to bed.
I need to go to the tailor.
Now you listen to
I think
me,
I have
here,
something at the
Harbinger.
tailor as well.
I'm gonna put
don't
my
I? Yeah, I
tower
do.
down.
You will go to
Um,
bed, or I will put you to bed.
I already went to sleep.
Oh, it sounds
Chris.
like you need to go to bed again.
I woke up and then we did the thing. We're fine, aren't we, Chris?
Hey, you're the one that started it. Don't come to me about it. You're the one that started that.
Don't
You
talk
were
to
a
God.
sleepy
Leave him
Gary.
alone.
You
They
will
woke
go
me
to
up,
bed.
and then I'm
Here.
all right, I'm gonna
I really do
go back to
picture
the.
Chris as the god from Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail.
At this point, it's
Let's start with first you heading towards the tailor.
Going with them.
Okay.
I just
You
needed-
do head back towards Reflections of Grace, that crescent-shaped large structure ahead. On one of those wings, you find the tailor. There's a few already at work. You can see they're going about stitching various fabrics together, which you can only assume to be some of your made-to-order outfits. Though the same tailor is settled out front, currently looking over ledger, but they are very happy to see you all, brightened face. Hello, welcome back. What is it you want?
So I got a
was wondering
special
if
order.
any special order.
Special order.
What about your special order?
Chris, do I remember if I ordered this dress thing or not yet? I haven't done that.
Yeah,
I have.
Believe you have.
I'm gonna
That's enough
check
time
on.
at the tailor.
I'm gonna ask him like, so how's that going? How we looking? Oh shit.
I'd say it's going quite well. You see, I only recruit seamstresses that have that special inspiration when this time takes them. We are putting as much love and craft as we can into your requests as we possibly can. Is there last minute alterations you wish to make, or proceed in progress?
Just, I guess I'm gonna double check, but you guys want to make the dress at least like has that delicate, pretty, or I don't know how to describe that, but like has a elegant look, but also a fierce, powerful look to it, if possible.
Oh, we've got just the idea.
Awesome. Just want to
Rest
double check on
assured, and
that.
no worries, we have only the best of intentions for our guests.
I appreciate that. Awesome. But that's it. I was just wanting to check in. And also, yeah, I ordered a suit already. Okay, cool. Pretty sure.
I was just here checking in on the progress of my order. Just wondering if you needed any extra measurements or
No, we
extra
are
funding.
very thorough on our initial pass. You can feel free to
Oh.
examine and rest assured, though. Again, we are doing the utmost we can to ensure your satisfaction.
At this point, I'll just take my things like, well, I'll check on you guys soon. Keep up the good work, and I'll just
Check on it when it's done.
absolutely. I'll go rejoin the group or whatever they're
Kind of
doing.
like, yeah, watch. He gets
as we're
a.
walking off,
Yeah.
and if you're this present
Ah.
you're making, you're not planning on wearing this, are you? Seems a little early even for you.
Listen, right? I've done some things in my life. Wearing a dress hasn't been one of them. So I think we're
Hope
good.
not.
But I appreciate you for being concerned. It's a gift for a friend. So
A special someone, eh? Nice.
perhaps.
Nice.
Savari, insight check. Fuck!
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
No.
No. So yeah, let's head back to the group, I guess.
Yep, whatever the hell they're doing.
They were mentioning a nightclub or something. I wasn't really paying attention. You
It
find
wasn't
them at the
quite
Salty
a
Wharf.
nightclub.
No.
An inn.
An inn,
But you were
yes.
heading towards the Marble Tome Conservatory.
What's stuck
Saren,
now?
Yes.
you were heading towards the Marble Tome Conservatory. Arriving
was.
there, the extremely spacious, vast, sprawling academy grounds stand in front of you.
I will walk in and go to where we ordered our magic items.
Oh, so you're actually heading towards the shop.
Yes, the shop.
Okay, so
In the
you're
academy.
Coronas. Then.
Am I thinking of two different places?
the shop, Somber Soliloquy, it's close by, but they are just like a satellite shop that sells stuff from the Marble Tomes.
Like I'm wanting to get something made.
So you're at the right spot. The shop isn't here, but everything made at the shop was made at the Marble Tomes.
Okay, got it. Got it.
So you walk you're at the academy grounds. This is where you went to find books of knowledge on the trap that you had encountered. Stepping in, you can already see they are well underway in building up and getting ready for the exaltorium soon. In this large open air space, you can see they're already trying to set down a few tables, going over the floor plan, and there seems to be a large space in the center where they're getting something ready, at least flattening the ground. As you step over, one of the drow mages, accompanied by two others, kind of glide over towards you, these long robes that touch the ground. Greetings and welcome to the Marble Tomes. We're currently preparing for an event soon. and that does mean that the academy is currently closed from the public.
Oh, understood. I was wanting to see if I could inquire about purchasing the time to get a magic item enchanted. To get an item magically enchanted.
Brow raises on one of the drow. They kind of look at you, looking back at the two pupils that stand beside them, glancing over, and they all just start exchanging looks between each other for a few passing moments before they turn back to you. Most magical items have been reserved for the war effort. That's not to say we can't requisition something, but I'll let the enchanter explain.
Okay.
And without kind of beckoning or moving, the trio turn and almost expecting you to follow, go into one of the side chambers. Stand out.
You follow?
I'll follow.
One approaching.
I'm like,
They get like about the door
Sarah
before one
nopes the
turns
fuck
to you.
out of there.
I'll get a cubicle on. I will
It's
follow.
best you follow.
I'll follow.
They all.
I will hover though. I'll be a prick too. Is it?
You
Saren,
hover.
Saren is so fucking extra sometimes.
I can be. They're floating around, burning magic spells for no fucking reason but to look interesting.
No, they look like they glide around because
I can do it without burning a spell slot, so fuck that.
You just burn another resource.
When do I use it? I got 5 a day.
I like to use it every other session.
Yeah, but not
You
for like.
all four glide.
They're probably like, what the fuck? Is he coming? Oh yeah, he's coming. Shit.
Glide around the marble tomes, going through these extremely decadent hallways. These just this is like some Harvard level shit. Basically, this is extremely spacious, well decorated halls that each break out into either small study areas or into vast lecture halls, some of them breaking out into observatories or into very intricate studies of magical contraptions that you can't quite get your head around. Eventually, you're brought into one such chamber. You can see there's another individual not wearing robes, wearing much more practical clothing, tight sleeves that eventually end in bracers at the wrist. Much more simple pants, a belt and vest absolutely littered with various types of odds and end bits and bobs. We're talking apparatuses. And the drow leans back in a chair. You can see they have a small workspace in front of them. Turns to you. Who is this? One of the mages is an interested individual. After looking over Saren for a moment, they were inquiring about enchanting. We'll let you handle it from here. And the three glide out of the room, just leaving you and the enchanter, who looks at you just as bewildered.
I onto the ground because I don't believe the enchanter is floating.
No,
I
he's sitting.
was hoping to pay for some of the time of the enchanters to get, and I just tap on my like bright fucking silver armor. I would like to get disenchanted, but the way in which I would like to do it is not normal, I would say. And I would be much more of a participant in the enchanting, I believe, than would be normal. I'm wanting to kind of connect my armor to my goddess, and I'll pull out the Moonweaver symbol. and get my armor enchanted while connecting it with my magical ability to her. Would that be something I could pay for your time for?
Kind of strokes this thin, white-haired goatee he
That's
has.
like asking an enchanter to do something completely weird, and he's either
Is
gonna
he
love
missing
it
an
or be
eye?
like, "Fuck this." Is he missing an?
He is not.
Damn it.
Did you actually roll a die?
I'm never gonna let you know.
I'm not anymore.
That was a no.
Scarred him
I did not
forever.
roll a die.
We
Go
scarred our
fuck
DM forever.
That was a I did not roll a die. Go
I
fuck
rolled the
yourself.
die now, and I can definitely assure you he doesn't have. Okay. He kind of settles back and kind of like pushes the chair he's sitting on to its two hind legs. Kind of teeters on that for a moment.
You're wondering about the ease of enchanting. This is a full steam casted
I
blade.
see. It's a very intricate piece. Would not be the first time I've worked on silver armor, but ours does have a different look to it than
Yes.
most around here.
It's from Guadan, where I'm from.
You have traveled quite far just for some enchanted armor.
No, we are. I'll pull out the. I'll pull out both coins. I'll pull out the guest payment slip because I'm assuming he'd be familiar with like what guests are given for like the event, as well as I'll pull out the coin for the Den of Zoled. And
D20.
I'm actually here on business more than pleasure. But
Exaltorium, yes.
yes, but I thought the Menagerie Coast isn't really the most magical when it comes to ability, so I thought the best thing I can think of over here.
And takes in a little breath, exhales. There is complications in what you ask. More than one. I am sure you did not venture so far and did not know the primary means of magic within the dynasty. Dunamancy as it is, this is how we attempt to accomplish many of what most mundane magic can. Not to say we can't use the mundane, but the prowess and
I've seen some of it,
expertise.
yeah.
Yes. However, our expertise limits itself into the realm of the arcane, and what you are suggesting is infusion of the arcane with your goddess's power. The two don't often mix.
No, but I do have, and I'm literally like, I dawned on me that I literally have two of them on me right now. I do know it is possible, and I'll tap on my shield and grab on my scarf, both of which are connected to my goddess.
Yeah.
I do have two literal items that are connected. The exact thing I'm talking.
His scarf is from his grandmother.
Shit, fuck it.
Shroud.
It's been
The
handmade.
other and potentially more significant issue, because don't get me wrong, I would love to try the enchanting. But you're asking for an item to be enchanted with the will of the Moonweaver within the grounds of the holy city of the Lexan.
I don't believe the Lexan and the Moonweaver have any. Are not an antagonistic.
It's not
Relationship.
so much a betrayer versus prime deity relationship. No, it's more nuanced. There's I won't be executed or killed outright. I won't be a traitor of the state, but rumor spreads about those who worship outside the dynasty's reign.
I'm, of course, would be helping. There would be your side would primarily bring only the arcane side, while I would be bringing the Moonweaver side. If your worry
Yes, I
is,
assured that it's more the principle of the work. We could mm, attempt. Um, just expect slower work is all.
of course,
We would not focus our efforts on it. I would have to ask around my pupils, see who might have an interest, and work on it in quiet.
of course,
Now, there's a matter of payment. You're asking for clandestine enchanting,
yes,
and if what you're looking for cannot be found within the lands you've traveled across within the Menagerie Coast or within the Empire, what you must be seeking is no trifle matter.
less that it is, less that I have not seeked it out in other places, and more that the level of my connection currently is higher than it has been before. And so I'm feeling I have a better chance of success at this point in my teachings, as well as some of my previous discoveries, I believe, would allow this to have a greater chance of success. I don't believe it will be a trifle matter, but I do I do believe it will be work, just all the same.
Well, now roll a persuasion check.
Fuck.
I was about out of character. I was about to say guidance, and I'm like, oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, no, I can definitely not guidance. In front
I
of
couldn't use guidance
him,
either.
which sucks.
It's just so funny. Like I'm over here with a monocle, just like guidance. Like that's gonna work out well. Jesus, take the wheel.
It's not bad.
Not
I haven't even
terrible.
looked. I don't even know what it
It's not
says.
terrible.
It's not terrible.
Not
Like-
terrible.
It's not bad.
I would say it's in the higher 75%. Good.
I
It's
mean,
in the low 75, but yes.
No, it's
very
not.
low. 75. Yeah, it is. What the fucking
What?
math are you doing? 15
What kind of math
is
are you doing?
75.
15 is the 75. That's what I mean.
I consider
higher than
75 up
60.
until like 19.
Yeah,
Because,
you're
like-
not
He
wrong.
sort of settles back into his
I
chair,
agree
all
with
four
Bill.
legs clapping into the stonework underneath him. How long are you in Persona?
until the
Yes,
Exum
I
Torum, and probably a couple days, if not a week after.
We will not have much time. I don't have as many pupils to enchant in such a low amount of time under such time constraints, and is trying to avoid scandal. Stay longer, if you know, and we'll work something out.
How much longer would you need?
What are you looking for?
I could probably do an extra week, 2 at the most.
And what is it you're looking for then?
Like, what do you mean, Chris?
Enchanting wise, what is
Oh, well, I mean, I've talked with you a little bit, but I'm looking to basically create a vestige of the Moonweaver. So I'm not, I'm looking to up the AC, uh, looking for possibly magic dark vision, and then I'm still trying to figure out like the last little bit. But being a vestige, I know it would evolve, so I'm not really sure. But primarily upping AC is the big one, and then yeah, I need to do some more research if I'm being quite honest.
talk about it later.
Yeah.
The enchanter
pin
leans
on that.
back. When you find out how long you're staying in concrete terms, I'll at least know how many of my pupils are on board.
I will. Chris, have I noticed with my perception ability, in what way someone in the Kryn dynasty like respectfully says like goodbye?
Bye.
I just throw down my monocle. Oh yeah! Just start kicking down.
Fucking from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.
When did you get a
Okay.
monocle? I took it. From who? I don't know.
I made it.
I made it.
Stuff.
Made out of
I
wood.
feel like I would have noticed at least once or twice walking around shops and stores, people leaving
I think everyone should have noticed someone saying goodbye,
in a respectful manner. Yeah.
considering that we've done business and someone said goodbye to us.
True.
Like, thank you, and goodbye, thank you. The fuck you doing?
I'm pretty sure there has been something stated, but it's not written in the book anywhere.
Okay. Then I'll just it'll just be understood that I did the most respectful way to bid farewell.
As I smash my
Saren
monocle on the ground.
Saren breaks out an interpretive dance as he exits the shop.
I mean, did you call him mage the entire time, or?
Call him mage.
No, I didn't.
What was the name of the place you went to, by the way? I didn't catch that.
Conservatory.
Marble Tone
Okay.
Conservatory.
Okay. Oh, okay. I
Very
was right.
tempting.
Went to their magic school.
Yeah.
I went to
I got that part.
Dark Elf Hogwarts and asked
Kind
him
of.
to. I went to
Ooh.
Dark Elf Hogwarts and basically said, "Can you please help
Yeah.
me make a deal with a god?" Basically.
Make a deal with the god. Hey, you're talking to the wrong people there, buddy. Like,
Deal with a
you wanna
god,
make
not themselves.
Lord of the Rings is
I
in
do-
that way.
I do love the somewhat pretentiousness of Reinhardt being his own god.
don't know what the difference is, but all right. Like, making a deal with somebody of an entity is like, well, you know, I haven't really
Could be
talked to
worse.
you.
Could be.
That you part from the enchanter and away from the Marble Tone Conservatory.
In time to look at vestiges to get some ideas.
Good luck.
They're not. Yeah, hold on, I'll be right back.
God only has, I think, 2 written vestiges. They're both meh. That said, is there anything else anyone wants to do in the coming days?
Working.
I would like to finish up my,
Work
my
out.
feet.
What are you finishing up?
The feet, my
Yeah.
You getting a
warcaster feet.
pedicure?
I think he
Um,
stopped working with us with
All
that one.
feet should, if you've been training
done.
them, should conclude the day before the exaltorium.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Mine
go to
included?
Well,
Listen
aren't you
again,
training
like-
us?
I mean, I did have like 2 weeks that I did it by myself, so I mean, I was. True.
I'm gonna go to a drow gym and work out.
It's all dark in there.
Yeah, I can't see a jet. Ow, my toe!
They all train in the darkness.
Yeah, you open the door, it's pitch black.
It's just like I could see, kinda.
Oh, sorry. That's where the pull-up bar is. Why is it on the ground? Because we do it upside down. Duh.
We're bad.
I gotta pull it.
People in front of mirrors.
Yeah, in darkness. In darkness.
Yeah,
In darkness.
In darkness.
No point. Wait, I
Well, no,
can't see
because
myself.
because they can see this.
Well, even in complete darkness, there is light, so you're able to pick up on that light in complete darkness. However,
it's all magical darkness. Fuck you.
but like, so you'd be able to see yourself because you're seeing that little bit of light, essentially.
It's like the
What blows-
introverts gym.
What blows me away? Yeah, introvert Jim. It's exactly
their,
that.
their workout music is just like late My Chemical Romance on repeat.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Stormer's
they
like,
only
this is
listen
my
to
gym.
Imagine Dragons.
This is my shit.
Or Dynasty.
Imagination Dragons.
But yeah,
So
I
no one
go
else has-
to a gym of some sorts, I'm sure. If there's anything like that.
Is there anything
Roll
you guys?
investigation check.
That's when he meets Grizzle.
I get to use the
Is
pride
Grizzled
tower.
there? Hey! how
Grizzle
you
didn't roll
doing?
high enough to find it.
It's, yeah, your workout is that you have to lift him back home from his drunken binge.
Chris, are vestiges in Tauto in WildeMount book?
Are you
Yeah.
looking at a book?
There's
Yeah.
vestiges.
What does a 12 give me?
Just note that vestiges.
Star
Okay,
Razor, Jewel of Three Prayers. I'm looking at the wiki.
What page is that?
I'm looking at the wiki. Sorry.
Well, that's not
Oh,
so-
you have a sword. All right, that's Star
What?
Razor.
Great. I don't.
You
use-
can't use the sword.
You can't use the sword.
I can't use the sword. It's no.
It's
Even
currently
though it
occupied.
It's forbidden.
It's
It's in possession by Ford.
Yeah, by a
Oh,
main
no.
character.
or it was broken into pieces if they don't exist in our universe.
Or yeah,
I blame
Ford
so I have
never
it's
existed. in this
broken or
one.
it's
Jewel of the
taken.
Three Prayers.
Hashtag
is
blame
one of the
Ford.
Also, I'm not a
best
sword
vestiges.
person.
Hero.
We know
Three
somebody
prayers.
who's a sword person.
But we don't care.
I am now.
But your artifact is the sword.
Yeah.
Both of you actually. So shut the hell up.
But here, go
Everyone
ahead,
gets a
use
sword.
swords.
That's right, and I'm proficient. But yeah, anyway, what does a 12 give me?
Yeah, searching through the Galmantree to
Yeah, no.
the firmament, you're not finding anything, unfortunately. That would maybe resemble a giant place where people work out.
Maybe I could just go up to a guard and ask him, hey, you know where I can just work out?
Not too bad. I'll just send you the wiki, Nathan.
You head over to one of the Aurora's watch that's currently keeping an eye on the pavilion, and he gives a very furrowed nod. Just, um, just head to one of the farms and ask to help. They'll pay you, and you can do work.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you. And I just start heading
Nathan's
to the
like, oh,
farm.
something that gives me another +1 to AC. Fuck.
Just
Hey, where
shield.
did you head, by the way?
Oh yeah,
So
that's a
you're
good
looking
point.
for
I
a
don't know where the
farm?
farm is. He didn't tell me what direction, huh? He just told me to go to farm.
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah, then you walked.
Viking, how are you alive? Like
That's
you,
solid
Viking.
wisdom.
Like you, Viking. How are you alive? Legitimately at
I
this
don't know.
point.
I don't know.
I
That's a
don't know
great
how
question.
both of them are alive half the
Roll
time.
another investigation check. Go look for
For
a
most
farm.
of us.
Very well. Is that?
I just hear my cat yelling in the background.
What does a 14 give me?
Fat
You
wizard.
end up in the same pavilion, walking down the same street.
Ah.
An hour later, you have not found a farm yet. You went around the Coronas. You took a tour all the way around. Nothing.
That's hilarious.
I'm never gonna work out in this case.
Am I still with him?
No, I feel like
No,
he
this
just
was
started
a-
walking away,
This was a
and
few
we're
days.
just like, bye, bye.
I'm like,
Bye, Annabelle. Bye.
Do you walk back up to the guard, or do you just end your journey? Or end your
No, I'm
there?
determined. I go back to the guard because I'm getting frustrated. It's like, so
Gives a very perplexed look as you come back an hour later.
yeah, he's been waiting. It's just like, oh, look at this guy, he's back. Yeah, I go. Where's the farm?
Did you finish your work? Oh,
I don't know where that is.
there's a very clever smirk on their face.
Of course there is.
Page 200. Oh,
I
perfect. I got made to page 206.
Your
Hey.
best of bets is to find somewhere along the
Pacifist,
Galveston that
pacifist.
will lead down into the city below.
Okay. I think. Okay, I could just follow the signs, right? And it'll just lead me there. There's signs, right?
It's more so check in within the Galveston for places selling produce. And once you find them, speak and ask if you can work on their farm. And they'll take you into the city below.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for your time again, once again. So I just start heading to where the produces would be, and I just start asking if they need extra hands for a few days.
Knuckles.
Few days.
Wish
You're
you
gone
could
for a
run.
few
You're in
days.
an adventuring party and you're doing manual labor.
I gotta work out somehow.
Didn't even ask us if you could just carry our shit.
This ain't no free service. This
Yeah. It's really just Star Razor. That's
Yep.
the staff. But
So yeah, I'll be
different.
doing that.
Okay. As a note, you head around and look, and eventually you find a place selling produce. Remark and ask. They point you towards these very large stairways. 3 of which remain within the firmaments, and they spiral downward.
I will cautiously go down them.
Alright. Stepping downward and further down
Mm-hmm.
takes a while, but eventually you end up within what's known as the Shadow Spire. And here you can see a very grandiose subterranean cavern stretching a few miles in every direction, tunneling rough-hewn ceilings, hundreds of feet, blue moss that gently glows to help illuminate this vast space. Rocks, crystals, exposed metal ore, and dozens upon dozens of houses and homesteads built up and around the walls in various different pavilions. You can hear almost what sounds like maybe running water. Neighborhoods within this section made of stone and glass, lit by green lanterns, and sprawling farms of mushrooms.
Pretty neat place.
So, my nether wart farm in Minecraft.
Kind of, I
Yes.
guess. Hey.
Alright, I guess I head down and I
You
possibly
do
look.
domestic farming in the Underdark. Got it.
Yes, I look for who's
No.
in charge, ask him to
Anavir
work.
gives up on adventuring, becomes a farmer.
No,
It's
He's like,
Farmicide.
no.
Farmicide. I reinvert levels.
You're in 17 silver from your work.
Oh, 17 silver.
They grow mushrooms the entire time. It's both
I'm
medical.
building
mushrooms.
strength. You don't know what it's like to pick these mushrooms.
Hey,
No,
a
I guess
gold and
Saren
7
could
silver is
just-
not bad for a day.
No, it's not.
No,
You know-
that's it. That's all his work.
Oh, okay, never
Wait,
mind.
did you say? Did you
That's
say?
what he's earning throughout these next few days.
So wait, did you say a
Oh.
gold and 17 silver?
7 silver. Gold and 7 silver is what you earn
Okay.
for the next 4
Total.
days.
Wow.
Total.
which is not terrible.
Not
I guess.
terrible.
I got a gold and 7 silver more than you
It is
guys.
rolling, though.
It's honest work.
No, I
Amen.
guess Saren could
honest
just
living.
visit Arborea or the Feywild and just ask his god, what kind of shit could I make?
There's some heavy boxes that need to be moved on the airship, Anavir.
It's
I do that in real life. I
shop.
don't need to do it in game life.
it's also not like
Leave me
the
alone.
god want to create a weapon.
Probably not another
sort of like
vestige, but like,
from-
oh, what
yeah,
kind of thing should I
vestige.
bestow on this thing? Bleh. For some reason, that's Saren's voice in my head. I thought of it.
Besides, now that Ainvir works on his netherite farm, is there anything anyone wants to do?
I
Uh,
will ask the
would be
party
awesome.
when I eventually meet up with everyone at the night. I will ask the party if it'd be all right if we stayed in 2 weeks um, after the event.
One second. Let me look at that giant list of things that we have to fucking do.
that we haven't updated in a little bit.
I don't
That I
think
haven't updated.
the airship. I'm.
All right.
I mean,
Wyvern is not needed to be leaving anytime soon.
Okay.
I mean, as far as our prioritized list, only thing really after this that we have is kind of like
to
Torin
figure
and Robin and the chains. Like,
out,
as far
'cause
so
there's some deals I'd like to make that I need an extra 2 weeks to complete.
Why is it being so cryptic?
all right. I mean,
I lean
don't
to
see why
Snyder
not.
because not everything I do involves you.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see why we can't stay a bit longer.
Thank
but
you. I just need to get a firm date. That way I can.
Let's. It's like a week. Fuck. I was gonna say we should have this conversation after we have our conversation with the Kryn, but
Yes, I know. But we have a full week until that, and
yeah.
then I'm asking for 2 more.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm assuming we're in a quiet space, right, Chris? We're not.
Yeah, you guys can be in one of
Okay.
your either the tower or
I will cast silence on the door. So
Okay.
basically the door well basically because of how big silence is, we'll stand away. The entire other side of the room is silenced. So in general nothing should get out. I mean, if we're being honest, the only way our relationship with the Kryn falters if an item is found and we do not release it. That is the only way I see our relationship faltering, to be quite honest.
This same item that you asked for in front of Lucy.
Yes, I will admit that was my mistake. It is hard to remember sometimes how many people we interact with, who's on what, and where goes who.
That's
But I
fair.
mean, as we can tell, Lucy is a friend of ours. From my interactions with her on the trip over, I don't think she wishes us any harm in any way. But, I mean, Reinhardt, you had stated that you wish to that we keep the item for an undisclosed amount of time. Do you have any um, more information on when we no longer need it? Because I mean,
No idea.
because I know the connection to the item is the fact that Torin came back with it, but I don't know if that's more of a connection to Torin or if it's a connection that, however long ago he was alive, it was an item he found.
So the biggest issue with that is that as long as from our understanding that we've had with Lucy in the previous on the ship, hopefully and during our meeting with the Kryn it kind of clears up better. But if we have the item, no matter what, Torn should be safe. However, Robin is in that same situation.
I mean, the item
If
from our understanding. So, are you more worried about the fact that if Robin will come and take it?
there's that, if we were to engage with Robin and want to rid her of this realm, she would not be able to if we were to have the artifact. However, the entire time we have it, Torn is essentially safe in a
Well,
matter of
he's
speaking.
not technically safe if we don't have it out. It's in
Yeah,
another
we're-
dimension currently, and that's
That's
not how it
right.
works.
That's right. That's right. I
So
keep forgetting we have it in there, but
I am. It's understandable, but I mean, to be quite honest, there is only. I have only heard tales of these being outside the dynasty's hands, and that's only because the dynasty wasn't the one that found it. What that means is literally all of them have not been taken.
But-
Chris, would we have heard any stories during the war between the Empire and the Kryn of the Empire trying to take a beacon? Because I feel like that would be huge news if the Empire took one.
Roll a history check to recall.
Also, I check in the Taylor place.
Yeah, well,
No, I don't recall, Chris.
that's
don't-
unfortunate.
I don't believe I recalled with a 4.
I do not
Nope.
recall.
In
Let-
general, though, when it's talk about the war, 99% of people assume it is territorial. That it is about either the Kryn wanting to expand past the Ashkeeper Peaks, and the dynasty and the Empire defending.
And we all know that's not the actual case. We know that it's because the Empire kept going against them and being the aggressor. And they went, fine, fuck you, and then just went nuclear.
To your understanding, at least.
Yeah, to our understanding that we've been told from the Kryn side.
Mm-hmm.
also the beacon isn't our decision to give up. Torrens, as
Soren, what's your thoughts on the matter?
I'd like to see how the meeting with the queen goes first.
Okay. Because I mean, I do know for a fact that if we wanted to ingratiate ourselves with the Kryn any more than we already have, and we have some high friends in high places, if we're being honest, giving them that, I mean, I don't. If
go a long
I'll
way
pull
for
out, I'll
sure.
pull out the token. If the dens have these, and this means so much to the Kryn, I can only imagine what the Kryn themselves give to the people who show them that much connection. I mean, but Torn, I will agree. I do feel it is best if you are comfortable when we do return it. But I personally don't see the safety in keeping it with ourselves. I really do think it would be safer with them. The question is really, I mean, also, we do have to remember, do we want to risk the fact Torin die near it? I can bring him back at this point 10 days after his death. If he's near that, I cannot. He is gone. Period. And we cannot guarantee the Torin that left is the Torin that will come back. That's something to think about. We also don't know how many times you've died. We don't know how many times are left until you start to fall to the same kind of disease that I believe your sibling has fallen.
Was it a disease?
Disease, very like broad terms.
Addiction is
Disease.
a disease.
Yeah, I mean, your brain is dying. Is the best way to put it. You're going mad. But I mean,
It's
that
like
was
a-
Nathan. That was Nathan talking. It's a
like
quote
a-
unquote disease.
Or is the rest of the world
Mass
going mad and you're
Effect
the
AI
insane
going
one?
rampant.
Ooh, that's it. It's like rampant. You're going rampant.
How I
It's
feel.
like it's a quote unquote disease. Like, yeah.
Disease of the mind.
Yeah, it's a disease of the mind. But I mean, that's something to think about. If he dies near the beacon, he doesn't come
Lose
back,
him
everyone.
forever.
I can never bring him back. I mean,
Or
that's
need a
the second
therapist.
reason That's the second
Just
reason
around.
I wish I chose not to have it. I mean, as it is, it should dawn on everyone. There's obviously a beacon here, aside from what we have. If Torin falls here, he's gone. There is no
100
coming
miles
back.
from here, from our
100
knowledge.
miles from one. And the Kryn have many. That's something to keep in mind. I don't feel like, I mean, Robin must know the beacons. There are more beacons. It's common knowledge at this point. Us keeping
Especially for someone
one
who's been around for
doesn't.
so long.
Yes, us keeping one doesn't make that big of a difference. If, in my opinion. But Torin, as a whole, what are your thoughts?
Let's see what the Bright Queen thinks, and then maybe I'll think of returning it.
If he finds out you have one, you may not get the choice.
We won't, but I understand your point, and I am happy with that.
If we present it as a gift, it would curry a lot of favor with the Grin.
It won't.
Hopefully.
And it sounds
It'd be
like
nice
these
to have. It would
people
be
are
advantageous to have
more knowledgeable
Grin
about
owe us a favor or
the
two.
mental thing.
Alrighty though. That discussion out of the way. I'll say, I'll say 2 weeks sounds fair. I'll make my deal with my endeavor. Other than that, is there anything else that we all need to discuss in a group, or are we
Think so.
basically free to enjoy ourselves until the event?
We need to go back and discuss about the health items.
You're right, we do. How much were they again? A
week?
piece?
Isn't
They
it-
were reasonable. I know that.
Retail.
It was going to be done, I believe, after the Exaltorium, though.
Maybe a week for the rescue and the
Yeah.
amulet. I think
It's going to be
it
after
was like
Exaltorium.
I think the amulet was like 1,500,
Yes.
and then the device was like 2,000.
Believe you are correct.
So
Depending on my endeavors, I may be able to afford it. I would love to afford one personally. I do find them to be
if not,
incredibly.
I feel we could pull some strings together and figure it out. And we also have the stones coming in at the same time.
There's someone just going.
Yes, the stones.
The stuff.
Other than that,
Stupid shit.
no other concern.
You get out of my place. I'm trying to work here. If you guys were in the tower.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot. I'm like, okay, well, someone's being a cunt.
If you want to help, cool. But if you're interested,
There we go. Jesus Christ.
like, what am I working on? Oh, that's right. That and that, and then that,
Yep.
and then that. And
Get the
then that.
dress. Start working.
I should
And if
go
he
to
sends
the
the
tailor as well.
dress off, it doesn't fit.
So we have the dress, we have our feats, we have the working out. Harbinger working on his
Stuff,
various
Everything.
items.
everything.
And
yeah.
then does that mean we're able to fast forward to the
Yep.
The main
so.
event.
I believe it is. As for the dress, the final note there.
Mhm.
For anyone that got something tailored, it is ready the day before the Exaltorium for you to try it on and make any last minute adjustments. The tailor hands over the dress. It is boxed up already and wrapped.
Awesome. Thank you.
Who's doing business with you?
Chris, I will
as well.
definitely spend like the night before that cleaning my armor up and taking some of like the purple cloth I keep and kind of keeping my emblem out, like very loud and proud, quote unquote.
Is the Moonweaver like purple? Is that her color? Is that why you have so much purple?
Yes.
Okay.
Ish,
I was wondering why I
yeah.
had so much purple. I'm like, is that like Nathan's like favorite color? Or, like, what's going on with all this purple here? Like,
No, actually, I really like a lot of blues and blacks. Purple, I'm not actually a big fan of purple.
I was gonna say, I was
Hmm.
just like, I don't remember him like being.
Yeah, no. It's also
Attractive.
Twilight in general, like the
Okay, yeah.
Twilight of purple.
Fair.
So it's
I'm
it's
assuming
kind of
it's
a
a very-
mix of the two.
It's a very dark purple. Like,
It's
I
a
like
very-
bright colors.
It's a very dark blue purple. Like
Gotcha.
it honestly,
Okay.
it's a color I would really like.
I want to blind
Like
my
it is like it's a darker bluey purple that the best explanation is if you've seen like pictures of galaxies where they're like the purple smoke of a galaxy, like of just like that powder, and then you take that purple and you do it on a black background, how it becomes that like silky dark blue purple stuff. It's like that.
My
It's
armor's
very
smoky
regal.
black.
It's a very regal color.
Mine's black with red veins.
I do look to Reinhardt as we start to walk
Yellow.
out of the hotel, dressed
know.
relatively nicely. I go, Reinhardt, I don't believe you do this, but just in case, please don't wear that helmet.
I take off the helmet, and I also try to as well, since my armor is now connected to my
Pardon,
sword, to be as less veiny, if my armor could.
You have to drape something over the armor.
Okay.
That does
Hmm.
not come
these
out.
curtains look good.
That's not gonna wash
have-
off.
I have my cape of the mount back as well as my normal robes. So
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that my armor's
um,
smoldering.
What if you got like some new mage robes or
I've always felt
something?
that I keep kind of like
warlock robes?
the best way to put it is kind of like that what the Mandalorians have in the show, where they have that little like shoulder cloak as like for fancy occasions. I keep that over my bag, but I
Okay.
keep the shield. I keep my backpack because I'm gonna keep it on me. Obviously, it's got a lot of shit in it and it's worth a lot.
Because
I kind of
hide your hand.
Squish my bag is the best way to put it because I think I can do that. I don't
Yeah.
quite know how an extra dimensional bag works. So I'll kind of like squish my bag up against my armor and then neatly place my shield with my fancy.
It's very
purple.
uncomfortable, but you managed to pull it off.
It just needs
As
to
for
look.
you, Reinhardt, you kind of look like the man with no name. The way you have to drape robes and cloak over you to hide it,
Oh my
but
God.
and then
Wait. Is his armor matte or is it glossy?
it's alive.
Okay. What was it called?
Well, it's also
Okay.
it's also like a chitin armor, so I'd say it's
So
like
it's matte.
glossy. Matte?
Glossy?
How is chitin? Is chitin
Glossy.
glossy or matte?
Guys,
would
if it's
be-
alive, it's gonna have a liquid. It's gonna be glossy.
Oh, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
Because like a chitin kind of it can have like a gloss to it. I don't
Like
know.
A
armor
little.
from Grounded.
Usually, anything that is alive
Bug armor.
is usually glossy.
Yeah, buggy, so it has like a shine to it almost.
Mm.
It also has
Okay,
like
red
red
beetle.
giant sinew veins
You
coming from
cover
it to me.
that.
Yeah.
Some of you have fancy
Wow,
clothing.
where
and
did
the
you
like.
get this suit? It's not my suit.
Alrighty, Chris,
It's my skin.
Yeah.
I worked on a
My
few
skin.
things.
What
What did
you
I
worked on?
complete? Alright, so finish up fabricate, and I worked on the mini spell book, which means I would have had to run over to the airship and request, hey, can I go see the airship and get some stuff? I'll be right back. Do you guys want to accompany me? Will they say yes or no, Chris?
One moment. They don't need to accompany you.
Okay. Get some leather. Back. You can't hear me. my steps. So, in the mini spell book, with all the ink, with all the paper, and with the leather, which is partially ink and base, and then that would also make the cover. I fabricate mini spell books.
You fabricate? You learn fabricate?
Yes, because Chris said I had like another night to do that, and that was that night.
That's
So you just
cool.
fabricate empty spell books?
No, magical ink too, which means I used up basically almost all of my magical ink.
You have to spend time to write it. I don't believe fabricate lets you put down writing.
Unless you
Read the
read spells.
spell.
Kind of like mending, but better.
Yeah, okay. And since I'm here, let me add that to my thing because I've held off adding that
I missed
before.
that spell.
It's,
I used it once. It was great.
you can make clothes.
I also during this time while we're like before we get too close to the place, I just dispel,
A,
Yeah.
B.
conjure, disconjure, conjure, disconjure, unconjure my sword. I make my sword disappear for the time being.
I'll say
Spell.
you can fabricate empty spell books because
Well, I added the ink as well to it, so because
but
it's
you
just a
can't have
copy
like
of the fabricate I already have.
yeah.
The mini spellbook I already have. Does that make sense? Also, they were simplified in the magic in the mini spellbook as well, so it's physically smaller.
Yeah, it's physically smaller, but the thing is,
I would have to
spellcasting
write down the
requires
time.
extreme highly a lot of precision to write down a singular
To
spell.
copy down the spell.
Okay, so he has empty spell books. Now what?
Oh, and then I'm going to enchant my my robes with the thing, Chris. The enchantment of Indomitable.
You send me so much stuff on the daily.
Armor enchantment of the Indomitable. Which
DM
is a
has
blue item. I think you told me you wanted 3K for it. Now, you didn't
Yes.
say when it's 3K making it or 3K
Materials.
when it's finally done.
DM has midlife crisis.
You're the
need
reason
something to
why he doesn't reply to everyone else. You know that?
That's right, dude. He hasn't even
I need-
replied to me for like 3 weeks now. I swear to
so
God.
hard.
Swear to God.
I barely replied to him.
Like
Yeah.
he sends us so much shit. To the point now where he gets stuff from us, he's like, I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Dude,
I'm
I even
overwhelmed
text you,
with
Chris. Is like,
items.
hey, this is really cool. You got me a sword and shield. What direction should I go? I haven't even heard anything.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just too afraid to even go back to answer it. Because I
That's so
I remembered it like 2 weeks later, and I was like, yeah, I didn't answer that. Well, it's fucking too late now.
it's never too late. What do you mean?
Okay, I'll answer it in the next 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Work weeks. Work weeks.
Work weeks.
Okay. Your armor champion of the abdominal will take longer because you still need to enchant it, which is a time-intensive process.
Okay. And I still had what, a week or 2 weeks to do that. I know where everyone else fast forwarded it, but I haven't done yet.
It's gonna take more. It's a uncommon item, correct?
Yeah, it's blue. I
I
know I
got
was
it.
already working on it, but that's okay.
How long were you working on it?
About to be equivalent of about a week and a half.
Okay.
Interesting.
Harbinger's talking.
Yeah.
Magical item time. I opened the wrong source book. I don't need Tasha's. I need Xanathar's.
Now he opens up the book for it.
I had this book open already for a very long time, but the shit you throw at me
Oh yeah, that's
makes me
I have
close the book.
I have
Long
tossed a lot of things away because I'm like, I don't think Chris would say yes to this. Nah, toss. There are many things by the wayside.
But yes, I'll take my helmet off before we head in there. Put it in my bag.
I wear my suit.
Although, somebody says something or gives me a dirty look, what's going on?
It's just like
Oh wait, this isn't about a week and a half. This is since we before we left the tower.
it's weapons.
Especially once we got the letter where I was like, oh shit, I have to make
I'll
something for
say-
the Exaltorium.
Yeah, I'll say that you can finish it then. You can finish it if this is the last thing you're working on.
Yeah, everything else can stop. There was like a cube of formation I thought about. I'm like, nah. Yeah, that's about it.
Is it the final version? Because I believe we talked
Oh,
over.
so there's a three of them, yeah. And then I simplified it and went to bound to all sets of armor pieces. It's 3 charges total. It's plus your strength, and then you have a charge of haste and then 3 charges of cure wounds. It was going to be like a different curing time per round and tick, but that's fucking stupid. Just 3 charges of cure wounds.
Sounds good. Okay.
And
You'll have to
charge
spend
of
3,000
haste.
gold at the end,
Okay.
and if that's the last thing you do, then you can finish it right before the Exaltorium.
Okay. Yeah, that's one I had to have something to show.
Sounds good. Anything else from anyone?
Yeah, so I messaged you too. For some reason,
Yep,
though.
we're getting down the list.
Honestly, mine is
Dog
honestly a
agrees.
lot less. I just wanted to have my helm connected to a way where I could conjure it the same way I can conjure my sword.
Oh yeah, this.
Yeah, that's all. I wanted to be able to have it so if I were to whip out my sword, the helm would just kind of form around my head, and
Like
then
Iron Man.
I
It's
can like Iron Man. And if I
yeah,
wanted to, I could,
it's a minor additional enchantment on top of what's already a very simple enchantment. It's essentially 100 gold in a few days.
alrighty. I could take care of that later. I just wanted to run that by since we're talking about previous stuff.
And
Well, you
yours is
had,
going to be a lot deeper.
What is?
And yours with the shield and what path you should go, that's a
Oh,
lot deeper.
yeah, I figured. Well, I'd like to, I got time. I got time. You probably don't have as much as time, but hey, when you get the time.
The idea for that weapon entirely was based off what you had originally sent me a while ago, asking about a more frontline magical weapon.
Right.
And
So
being
it's
DM,
your
I can't
fault.
give you
That's fine.
exactly what you
Well,
want.
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted. I just
In
I don't-
terms of where to go from there, you have proficiency in the weapon. So
That's true.
it depends where you want to go. If you want to keep going down Bard, look if you want to continue down the same college, or if you want to go down other colleges that prefer martial prowess,
Mm.
or look into multi-classing the things which you're already multi-classed into sorcerer. So up to you.
This is good to note.
With that, the dawn of the Exaltorium comes. Persistent is an event that beckons all upper class from within the Kryn dynasty and beyond to partake in a celebration of the new year and the achievements of Dunamancy. From Asarius, the city of beasts, to the 7 villages of the many houses of Ingrath. Many have traveled all across the dynasty's land to attend this, and many from beyond, as you've seen just preliminary within the Reflections of Grace. You've seen individuals, humans, dwarves from lands farther away. You've seen your Dragonborn allies from Talonstead as well. in the morning here. About 10, familiar silver-clad minotaur arrives at the Grace, clearly in search. Sunbreaker Olamon, upon catching any whiff of one of you, bounds over.
Oh,
Oh,
and before everything, I would have prestidigitationed everything that I have. Cleaned
got
every
it.
shit.
Smart. It's real smart.
Oh,
Wait,
Including the
Uh,
bear cape, which
I
is
in a
have-
good
coming.
way or bad way?
Oh, in a good way. Yeah,
Okay.
I know I
in a
can.
bad way.
This is important.
You can do that.
Soil Saren's armor. Just, bleh.
Yeah, because you can do that.
Would be a bad idea.
That'd be a very bad
bad
idea.
idea.
And
Just
very
to make
mean.
sure
But
that
good
you
thing
are
I'm
all
not mean.
ready for the Exaltorium.
We have an enchantment to show off. I think I'll show off the Mage Gauntlet spell as well, since we're there.
Oh, of course, why not? Show off all that you've got. Just keep it within reason. Keep some stuff close to the vest, like a dagger and a boot, you know? Don't give all the secrets. Anyway,
Dagger in the boot. I like this guy.
So no weapons, correct?
correct, yes.
Yeah.
What about
Weapons
the
and magical
dagger and the boot?
focuses should be kept. Yes, of course, dagger and the boot, and he pats a piece of his chest plate. That said, any magical focuses should be kept away. Weapons and like. If you can.
I only have my rapier. That's it.
Well,
And-
this book here is what's going to help me show off the stuff for what we're doing there. So I'm gonna bring it because part of the show.
Listen, I'm not the rule maker. I'm not gonna be the one to tell you not to bring your fancy book. Just know that you're the one that has to
This is
explain
part for the
it, you know?
show. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Just
Should I do the top
innate
hat or the Liz hat?
weapons, summonable weapons, things that you can whip out in a moment. Just don't do that pretty much, and you'll be golden.
Consider
I
it
have a
done,
feeling
sir.
This is foreshadowing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So is this, Chris? Is this like a weapons check, like a coat check type thing, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's briefing, by the way. You're not at the Exaltorium yet.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Oh,
other
I have to check the crossbow.
You can just leave it at your room or somewhere around here. You don't need to take it there and throw it at them.
Wait, should I get rid of
Can I grab
everything
the
in my?
crossbow?
Yeah, I was gonna
Take
say
care
put
of
it in
it.
the bag. Yeah,
It
put
would
in the
be
bag.
actually much more preferable. You don't really want to get stuff lost. There's gonna be a lot of people there.
That's exactly
It
what I was
literally
Yeah,
goes from me
I'll-
holding a crossbow to the crossbow is away, and yeah.
That's the only thing I
I'll
have
left
mounted
my
on me at a
rapier
time
and
is just a fucking
in
crossbow.
my room.
It's weird.
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep the armor enchantment Dovital because part of the show had been intellect.
I mean, Torin,
Won't be stupid.
do you
Musical
have,
jar. Oh, I'll show off the musical jar and dart.
I will tell Torin. Remember, it technically takes up almost no space. You can fold it, so we can like to basically tell him to put it in like between his work and stuff.
Between
His
my
bag.
studded hide.
Yeah. You have studded hide?
Or put it in your underwear. I don't care.
Well,
I
the
can
quick
put it
things,
in my folds.
quick things. Just it's your first Exaltorium. I want to make sure you have a good time. Don't approach the Bright Queen. You might see her, but you have, unless requested, you'd have to speak to a guard. They'll speak. General rule. Many people have tried it. Doesn't end well for them.
Not to
We're,
sound
we're actually
rude.
here to see the Bright Queen. So
Yes, she'll
kind of.
summon you when the time comes.
Um,
Just don't approach her.
Gotcha.
I asked this out of ignorance. Will it be obvious which one she is, as we've never seen her?
I'm sure she'll be bright.
pretty
It
elegant.
will,
Very
it will
queeny.
be extremely obvious. Just look for the very prominent elf wearing all white and is surrounded by guards.
The surrounded
And-
by guards part, I think, will make it easier. The all white was
Mhm.
definitely not gonna.
It is a very
He's
general
colorblind.
color.
He's very colorblind.
Oh shit! Oh crap!
Of the quick
He's
thing,
colorblind to white.
listen, and this part's actually important.
Yes.
A dagger at the
Well.
boot or whatever, confiscated. It's done. You approach the Bright Queen. You have to spend a night in a tank, and then you're out. Simple stuff. But Exotorium is a fragile alliance. Many people from WildeMount, from Caldore, Marquette, visit to see. And it's extremely important that not just are the 12 dens all at the same time in one room, but powerful mages from Taldore, business ventures from Marquette. In essence, peace is fragile. Many people want to stab many other people. And if a fight breaks out randomly, there's no knowing how many boots up daggers people have, and how this can very quickly put a scar across the dynasty.
See, we have no intention of starting anything. If anything, if something broke out, we'd try our best to help.
I guess I'll get the bagpipes.
Oh, does the bard have to perform a song?
I could.
I will, Chris, before we leave, if it's all right, I would kind of take a moment and cast commute.
Okay. And as a final note, I know you're about to cast spell.
Mhm.
Just it was mentioned in the letter. Don't discuss the war happening with the Empire.
Politics
No
stuff. Hush,
war.
hush. Got it.
There is no
Boss
war in
Sing
Bossing Say.
There's no war in Bossing
All of us at the same time. There is no war in Bossing Say.
We are only lying to ourselves.
Pretty simple. That's it. Continue getting ready. I'll be ready to escort you to the event when the time comes.
Thank you very much. I will cast commune on this morning.
All right.
3
This morning.
questions. 1.
Yep.
Does Raven Ball plan to attend the event?
Oh, juicy. A lot of detail here.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
The flickering twilight does not change, and it appears your god is unsure.
Oh, you bastard!
We
You
don't know.
fucking piece of shit.
We don't know.
Usually, at this point, I'll say you know, because you've asked about Robin Ball a few times and you've received a similar answer. In a macroscope, your god knows. But when it comes to the microscope, like actually trying to figure out precise movements of Robin Ball, that is much more difficult for
Okay.
Moonweaver to do when it comes to Robin Ball.
And
Should ask, is she near the exaltorium?
just to be safe,
That's a better question.
is, you know what? I have 2 questions. I'm expecting another unsure, but I might as well ask. Are there any assassination plots planned during the Exaltorum?
Flickering twilight fade, and you're confirmed no.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Good to note.
Riley,
Finally, the final question. Is there anyone at the Exotorum that wishes us harm?
roll for this one as well.
Mm.
The light flickers up and rises. And there's a confirmation of yes.
Shit.
Because they wish us harm doesn't mean they plan to kill us. They don't plan to kill us right now during the exotorm. But during the exotorm.
Harming is not a good thing.
True.
It's never
Harm
a good
could
thing.
be true. Harm could just be harm our
Could just be
status.
some light whipping during foreplay.
Or
yeah.
emotion harm.
Light
Yeah, it
whipping
could-
during.
it-
It could be many things.
No, those are my 3 questions.
All right.
So we were with Sunbreaker and we're outside the exaltorium.
Not
or
yet.
are
You're
we-
at the Reflections of Grace still. He greeted you about right before afternoon
Yeah.
Okay.
and just made sure that
so
you all knew the rules.
Is he still there or has he left? Yeah.
He's still there. He intends to wait until you're ready to go.
Gotcha.
I'm
Yeah,
ready to go. Is everyone else ready? And
I'm
boots?
looking pretty
Be
fly with
impressed.
this suit on.
As we're walking, I kind of lean over to Sarah and I'm like, if I see anything, I am teleporting the queen out of there.
From what I understand, no assassination plots are planned.
Just
I have some wards.
saying.
So
And I'm
don't-
assuming I'm saying it so quiet to the point where everyone else is just like la 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 la.
Hey,
And
that's
Sarah's
my
like,
line.
"What?"
well, it's also my
So-
perception. You could basically
Yeah.
mouth the words, and I can understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. So I'm just like,
I will lean over and say, only be aggressive with your protection as you feel is needed. I will let everyone know if I see anything. Don't worry.
Good.
And I'm good to go.
Let's
Alright.
ease up the
I will.
pain.
You know what? You know what, Chris? I am actually. Oh, whoops! I have to set my spells.
This is interesting.
I have this spell, and I am going to. I tap Reinhardt. He has Death Ward,
shit.
All right.
and I tap Torin, and he has Death Ward.
All right. Both of you want to
Anavir
use
high
that word?
fives himself.
Ryan,
I got
Death Ward.
Snyder has his robes, his bear cape, boots, top hat, of course.
Got
Yeah.
nothing.
I definitely need to change my spells because I have Dawn prepared.
Dawn, everyone.
Dawn would be horrible.
The sun.
a 40-foot circle of pure sunlight.
Just I'm blind.
Oh,
They would be
They would butcher. They'd all actually have They'd actually all have disadvantage on their
They couldn't
attacks. It
butcher.
would be quite actually smart to
If-
use.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it
well-
would be more irritating to see.
Remember,
a
You
they're
sun
not
do-
fight.
all drow
You-
in Durgar as you're being
True.
escorted by a minotaur.
I am aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
do they all
But
have
they
the
wouldn't
blinding
be
condition when they're
happy.
in there?
40-foot radius is how much bright light my glaive emits.
Oh my god.
Jesus fuck.
That's
Plus,
insane.
plus an extra 40 feet of dim
The
light.
power of the sun.
The
In
dawn's
the
in
palm
my
of
hand.
hand.
only had the weight
Um,
of the sun behind it.
You
Oof.
venture towards the
Oh.
Marbletown Conservatory, spacious and sprawling facility that encroaches on most every corner of the firmament. Spires for astrology, amphitheaters for lectures, open-air courtyards, experimentation and practice of dunemancy litter the interior of this immaculate structure. You are brought towards a massive courtyard, one that you had seen, Saren, before that they were prepping, but now is completely done. Upon entering, there's little fanfare. Upon entering, you are simply checked for weapons, ensure that you aren't, you don't have any magical focuses or weapons on your person.
I brought
Double check.
bagpipes.
Chris, out of curiosity,
We're here to present
because
stuff.
I know
That's
how
why.
I know how my magic
The bagpipes would be confiscated.
Aw.
would.
They're
would-
able to cast Identify, and notice it does have
Oh yeah,
capacity.
Yeah.
magical purposes for
I mean,
properties.
I think I'd be okay because I mean, technically, I just have a religious band on my own.
Yeah, you're fine in terms because your focuses are so broad.
Yeah, as a cleric, like I literally have a pendant on my neck I could
Yeah.
use. They're
The
like
bagpipes would be
yeah,
noticeable because when it comes to a magical facility, the existence of bards and their magic is known. So
Yeah. Of course it would
a
be.
random dude walking in a pair of bagpipes saying, "Nope, these are essential," is
What? What?
everyone. No, they're not.
They're my
So-
emotional
They're good
support
music!
bagpipes.
I'm an
for
essential
your
virtual.
book. They do
Yeah.
request that they'll hold on to it until it comes time for you to demonstrate.
Okay.
When they take away my bagpipes, I'm like, take care of Shirley. Just like walking with it.
What the dude
Trying to
knows
walk
his
quietly.
armor is.
Additional weapon.
It likes to mock people. It's okay.
You finally enter the exaltorium, a large, again, open air courtyard. You can see tables set down on rugs, multiple, very fine, very fine chairs, mattered with all sorts of foods. Long banquet tables are right along the sides, and there's a massive marble platform that's seemingly being kept clear in dead center of the courtyard. There doesn't appear, besides the marble platform, to be anywhere higher than anyone else at the moment. There's nowhere for someone to overlook. But the keen eyes around will note that there are a few individuals stationed on the high rooftops and spires throughout that are keeping a guarding eye, watching down on the festivities below.
Oh, Chris, right before we would walk in, I'd also do see invisibility on myself.
All right.
Sorry. I will make sure to burn 2 4th level spells. Death
I'm gonna
Ward.
have the familiar who, by the way, he goes with the book, and he just gonna guard over the book
Okay. Which
until it's
familiar?
time to present. Yeah,
Which familiar?
the owl familiar.
Okay.
That's the only familiar I have right now.
You have a
also
dragon.
That's not a familiar.
Yeah, but it's your one of 2 pets, so I just gotta make sure I know which one.
Is your dragon on
Is a
you?
dragon. Yeah, of course.
How
It's an
did he get
accessory,
through?
kind of.
In his cloaks. Listen, they're like checking
Yeah.
people with suits and like
They're-
robes. Some dude walks up with seven coats on and like 3 things. They're like, yeah, fuck
It's-
it, dude.
it's-
I'm not
He's
it's
gonna-
fine, but
sexy.
I can't
It's-
bring my bagpipe. Oh my god.
It's just
I tip the
What?
guy
uniform.
I tip the guy a silver.
What?
I tip
Hold
the guy a
on.
silver
The
and just
uniform.
go, thank you for taking the bagpipes. You did us all a favor.
Do I hear this?
No, I
What
said it
was that?
quietly.
Bad perception. Bad perception.
What was it,
Oh,
Thorin?
still roll perception.
I
No, the
literally
fact that
removed-
he doesn't get checked?
No, he's checked. It's just
For
he has a
magical
fucking live
items.
pseudo dragon
They're-
in one
they're-
of 7 cloaks.
Yeah, they realize they're missing things.
This man's
But
a hoarder as a
I
body.
literally removed a silver. I actually paid that guy a silver who said you can't keep the bagpipes.
That's fucked up. That's
And when you did us all a favor,
He's-
thank you.
He's searched and his book is confiscated, but there's a certain air to what's
And the
happening
mages
here.
would
It's
love it. The mages would
even
love
if they
it.
caught like most mages here probably do have a quite literal dagger in the boot or some sort of
A mini spell book in the boot.
anything.
A
mini spell
page
book.
of all the spells they have prepared for the day that they just take, roll
I got-
up.
I got 3 scrolls in the left boot and I got 2 scrolls in the right boot.
I don't have
I mean, I have
anything
a
on
war
me.
pick in my backpack that's crunched under my armor, so.
A lich shows up
And
with like
oh,
40
I have Will's
scrolls of power word
crossbow
kill on the back pocket.
behind my back. It's incredibly uncomfortable.
Walking here, you see high status individuals simply mingling and walking without the crowd around. Few hug the right wall and find themselves kind of at a bar that's been set up specifically for the event. The main area is clustered with nobles, high ranking soldiers, wizards, mages, and other practitioners of the magical arts. Looking around more, you can see bounty hunters, famous assassins, mercenary groups that litter the outer ring of the social hierarchy that's formed here.
Wait,
Oh,
I want to see
that's
something.
why. There are people who wish us harm.
Assassins.
Of course. Mercenaries and assassins. Chris,
Shocking.
with my perception, do I see Lucy and Zolette?
Roll a perception check.
I will.
As well, mostly there is Drow, Durgar, Goblin, few high status orcs, minotaurs, and dragonborn. The outer rings contains tieflings, humans, elves, dwarves, and halflings.
I rolled kind of shitty. 22.
Okay.
Yes.
Kind.
I rolled a
Very
9.
negative in this
As a
one.
final note, the smell of exotic smoked meats and fruity wines fill your nose as you approach the din of chatter that is the Exaltorium now. Food is clearly provided and presented, allowed for anyone to take it, and there seems to be a set time allotted for people to simply mingle and meet one another before the showcase itself properly begins. 22 in your perception.
I do
You
have
don't
see
see
invisibility.
you don't see Zoled at the moment, but Lucy is abound.
How is she
Trying to
dressed?
looking and going
How is she
around, you note that there is an entourage furthest back on a northern wall that consists of 3 hit and armored guards, Dusk Guard, an individual that you don't recognize, but judging only by profile alone, you're seeing a very long white dress that's draping a few feet and trailing behind, as well as wearing a crown topped with several horns that bend back and go back several feet. And Lucy's standing
Oh.
beside them.
Lucy's the daughter.
I lean over to Saren. Still hard to figure out.
No. I don't know how though I go and speak with Lucy without someone thinking I'm trying to speak with the
Sorry.
leader of their entire.
Probably why she
Country.
left the boat
As
when we
such,
landed.
Lucy
The guy
is
she
dressed
tells you not to worry about.
somewhat more practically than much of the nobility here, but there is still an air of extravagance has been brought to it, like
Is it
many
a-
of the mages here.
Is it a dress?
Yeah, with a sash that runs and is attached to shoulder and brought down. There's actually a metal pauldron atop the sash.
Ooh.
But yeah, you don't see
I just-
Zoled.
I just pat the
Okay.
shoulder of our guard, just
I-
like, good luck, soldier. Just walk away.
I'm going to wish me luck. Go and try and say hi to Lucy without getting arrested for people thinking I'm trying to speak with the queen.
Okay.
I will calmly
Okay.
walk up to the
You
guard.
you attempt to make your way over. You have to travel through the courtyard. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do at this time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
actually. I go up to
Probably Anthony.
Harbinger,
Probably.
Anavir, and Savari, to each of them, and I, in a very like deceptive way, I'm also like adjusting their clothing to make it like just right. But I'm like, but at the same time, like anything were to happen, throw this, and I give them a little fuzzy ball
Oh
into
my
their pocket,
god.
each of their pockets. If anything need to happen, throw it. It'll give us a distraction.
I stashed that in.
Out of
I
curiosity,
guess I put
wait,
it in my pocket
here,
just in
is
case.
Savari dressed in a dress or just normal piratey clothes?
Pirate garb.
No,
Captain's,
I can't remember, Chris. What
her-
did we decide?
Oh no, that was
Oh.
up to you.
That is entirely up
Oh
to you.
fuck.
It was a
Probably
Marquesian
piratey.
style, so I'll help you out here.
Is it a
Marquesian's
blue captain?
pretty flowy, fluffy.
It
and
is. It is somewhat flowy and fluffy. You got a lot of room built up around shoulder that thins out and tapers to your wrist. And same thing can be said about the pants that billow out and tapers down to ankle. It is topped with vest and jacket and a sash that rings around the side. It's a very colorful ensemble that definitely stands out
A
in
female
the
pirate captain.
monochromatic. Yeah. And in a society where in Marquette
We
at
live
least,
in a society.
where God damn it. where privateers are more commonplace. That dress is very normal, stands out. And here, it stands out even more.
You went from a little light bulb in a sea of slightly dim light bulbs to you are a light bulb for 100 miles. That's what it's like. Ooh,
Optionally, there is a
ooh, spotted.
tricorn hat with a feather that you can also wear.
You're also a cat.
Rather tall
I'm a-
cat. Yeah.
Most
You are a very
tall
rare
cat.
species.
You're like Sam from D&D. I'm a cat. I do cat
Um,
things.
I mean, he's probably going to have people being all weird and ugh, and trying to be like, ooh, I want some of that cat.
Please no.
I got
Chris.
some milk.
Make it so, Chris. Make it so.
Is there anything else that anyone's gonna do after you're been sneaked a?
I'm gonna look for the people who
Fuzzball.
look nervous, like they're having to present something later on. I'm like, same.
Okay. Roll a perception check. Anyone else?
I just
Oh, does Torin get greeted like a royalty because he's got a tail?
No.
That's unfortunate.
The
Do the Dragonborns in the venue currently have tails?
roll a perception
Ooh.
check.
Mm.
Chris, you know I'm good at those.
I know.
I
Something like
With
this,
the-
Chris.
So-
I posted
14,
So
so that's
good.
13.
Chat.
nice. It's not bad.
Unnatural 20 on my
Yeah.
perception check.
Not quite like
General
that.
idea.
Probably for the top, but you also have a sash that rings around the center that helps divide top and bottom.
Yeah, I
That
got
said,
somewhat of an idea.
looking around for nervous people.
Like they look like they have something to present. Yeah.
They are the assassins.
You don't really find nervous people, but you do
Or other
find
mages.
Yes, you do find what appears to be a small envoy. Humans and elves have claimed a table close to the center of the room, which makes them very much stand out, as the center seems to be predominated by Drow and Duergar. For
Durgar
looking
are
for
the
Dragonborn,
dwarves, right?
there's was it?
Durgar are the Underdark dwarves, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scanning around, there's a few Dragonborns with tails, but none really stand out or seem to be airing any presence
Royalty.
to them. There are a collection of tailless Dragonborns that have claimed off by the eastern wall, have claimed a few tables and have seemingly pushed them together. Judging by that alone, you can already guess these are the Talonstead Dragonborns.
Cool.
Who have now migrated their own assembly here. Meantime, Theron.
Yes.
On approach, you start to make your way over before, and you catch this as you make your approach, that there seems to be like almost a few feet distance between anyone else and the Bright Queen. And as you move over, you are stopped by, as someone reaches over, a seemingly random member of the crowd who, looking over, you can see that there is a sword at their hip, a small saber, and they appear to be more subtle guard.
I lean over. I'm not wishing to speak with the Bright Queen, actually. I wish to speak with the woman to her left. I'm going to say left. Fuck it, left.
Hand on your chest, glances back, looks you, wait to you.
Thank you.
And steps, makes way over. You see they exchange a few whispered words. Lucy glances over, gives a smile and wave, and turns head towards you, and the guard heads back into the crowd, seemingly disappearing in the midst
I
of
will,
people.
as I would notice him walk away, I will nod to him very inconspicuously and just thank you
Yeah,
for
he
being
looks
so
at
subtle
you,
about it.
gives you a wink, and disappears into the crowd.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Nice.
There we
Gives
go.
you a
I got him.
wink.
Woo!
Gives you a wink.
Yeah. There we
Lucy
go,
folds-
guys.
Lucy folds her hands into the long sleeves of her dress and gives you a nod. Well, you did show up after all.
Of course. We were invited. I thought we should show up. I mean, you must admit, we even had Stormer clean himself.
Who's Stormer?
Stormer.
Schneider clean himself. Shut up. It is hard. I, unlike Stormer,
Me
I
have
have
a
yet
hard
to-
time
God.
not
I've
saying
yet to
his
see
name.
it, but I am very much impressed. So I am disappointed that you didn't take the chance to dress up.
I thought about it.
Oh.
But it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, damn.
I definitely brought out some of my more formal sections of my armor. Unfortunately, most of my more formal attire actually at home. As you've been apart, we haven't had much need for formal wear.
Of course.
I walk by
Oh,
looking at the
American,
situation like,
not
he's a
that
little cheap. Just-
I noticed you even walking by and just being like, I would do it.
yeah.
You start to walk by.
Yeah.
No. Is someone? The fuck? It's like Lucy's precognition. I am just noticing you start to move. You? No. You didn't even know what I'm gonna say. You're right. I don't. Lucy, is it smart? No. That's what I thought.
I just go by just like, he's a little cheap. Just like,
She does give a nod.
Sarah's perception, the Anvir thinks about frickin' walking
And-
by. No.
Lucy gives a nod. We'll have more time to speak later, but now I have duties.
Understood. I just wish to.
My boss is to my left.
I just wish to greet, say hello, make sure I don't get in trouble for accidentally going near the Bradway. We were made very.
Great call.
Sunbreaker told us everything we needed to worry about.
That
Some
is
stuff
like
we.
him.
Yes.
I just go
Out
to.
of- Out
invite
of
him.
curiosity, so that I can, of course, make the proper greetings. I have not seen. I'm not saying. His name was. Nope. I read Tyler, the guard
Sadar?
of court, and I'm like, nope, that's not it.
Tyler. He's there.
Is it Sadar?
Somebody's
it's,
watching me.
Vasil. Vasil.
Tyler
That's-
sneezes.
Yeah, I do not see. I have not seen
He'll-
Vasil yet.
He'll be here, of no
Well,
worries.
Wonderful. I just want to make sure I make my proper greetings, as he's more than likely one of the people who helped make it possible for us to be here,
Listen,
along
you.
with yourself. Wonderful. Alrighty then, I'll bid you adieu, and I will, like, the most religious, like, school kid having to, like, the most proper just bow. I'm gonna look the most proper, you're like,
She gives a
oh,
simple.
he
You're
definitely
overdoing
had-
it. Just go walking by. I'm just chatting with everybody. I just
I
like
bow-
glance over.
I would bow, come up and smile, and then I would hear that and go,
Just sit there. Just.
we're not allowed to make anyone bleed here, are we?
Lucy's already gone.
The
Concussion?
opportunity
Maybe.
is gone.
I could leave him with just a concussion. I mean, I feel like that'd be okay. No. Yeah, no is the answer. I mean,
In the meantime,
slightly defeated, walk away, and I'll look for Anavir.
I'm walking him everywhere.
There's a- small groups and social circles still moving, twirling all around.
Just turn into Assassin's
Um,
Creed.
You fuck shit.
Is there anyone else you're trying to keep an eye on?
Yeah. I make sure I'm within 90. Like how far away is like the closest person to that center stage thing table?
Like about 7 feet.
So okay.
Like people
I'd
are
make
close
sure.
to it. It's not
Okay.
sectioned away.
I make sure I'm like in a pretty reasonable 75 feet away from it at most. I kind of just loop around, try not to make it weird.
Okay. Just making the rounds.
I just make sure that I'm in relative distance to that center
Okay.
table.
Do I, with my see invisibility, do I see anything around as I take a look around the gala?
Yes.
Hey, there was a point, gentlemen.
Yeah. So what's the range on see invisibility?
My sight.
Got it.
Oh God.
What would 42
Some
give
would
me?
say you
I will double
see.
check. For the duration, you see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible. You can see into the ether plane. Ether creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent. There is no limit. So it's
Got
my
it.
vision.
A lot.
Yeah. Oh,
In a collection of mages,
oh my God!
people in a collection of you have see at least half these people have an invisible weapon or spellcasting apparatus at their side.
Wow.
You can see the
Oh.
guard count has almost doubled from around
Oh.
the.
Do any of them notice that I start looking at them nonchalantly, just going like,
Well, if you
"Oh,
just stare at someone with direct eye contact, they'll notice. But you're
okay,
likely not the first person to have cast the invisibility.
yeah."
So
I
you see
definitely
that
like look at someone's hip and go, "Oh, that would have been a smart idea."
you see
They
like
turn around,
around the
pervert!
rooftops and surrounding all around, there's invisible guards. Easily any spire that has had one individual has doubled to 2 to 3 individuals.
Wow.
I will wander over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, just to let you know, you might be thinking we're not that guarded. Um, I wanted to let you know, and my eyes have a slight blue purple tint to them. There are enough guards here to light your entire body and every inch with an arrow if you step wrong. Honestly, I'm not. I feel a lot more confident now. Just wanted to let you know.
Good
Oh,
feeling if
that
the
one's
Bright
that
Queen is
one's
going to be walking amongst them.
of course. That one's got a really. I have not seen a crossbow like that before. Why is sword got 3 spikes at the end? What weapons are they making here? And okay, just random, just start seeing.
He's
Wait,
lost.
wait, Chris. Do I see any of the guards with a double-bladed scimitar? Any of the invisible ones?
He's about to roll.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, finally, I know what my
Goes and
scimitar
talks to
goes to.
nobody.
Is he an invisible guard?
Looking around specifically for that, no. There's a few guards that stand by the center, and taking a careful moment to look at them truly, you can see they're not Aurora's Watch. While dressed up to a certain degree to look the part of a guard with more overt armor and the like, you see they lack any insignia. They clearly are respected as guards, or at least as a protector. You do note that at least judging by either complexion or you're noticing smaller details, you're fucking insane past perception.
Oh wait,
These
you
are
said we would have our we would have unlocked our things now, right?
yeah.
That's right.
Oh, hold on, Chris. I need to. This is important then. If we
Okay.
unlocked our thing, let me add this. Alrighty, gentlemen.
Is there like a
I have
dancing
it now.
area or something?
What was that?
Add
You have a
observant.
load.
I have a
Like-
28 passive perception.
What was that, Andrew?
Oh, I was about to say, is there any sort of like a festive dancing of some sorts of music?
Not quite.
Oh, it's not like
the
that kind of
music is
place?
a very low ambience.
Gotcha. So
It
it's
seems
just
like if there was a time for dancing, it's not yet.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's like
Is-
you ever been to they ever been to it? I'm picturing it's like you've like
I have an idea
real
what it's
soft
like.
like
It's
classical music type thing.
right where
This is
everybody
the
just
scene
Like
from
call
My
it.
Fair Lady.
yeah. Just everybody
Think
just
you've ever
meets.
Pride and
been to a
Prejudice.
gala?
So
That's
the
what I was
final
thinking.
part,
Pride and Prejudice.
you
Final
recognize
part.
them judging by the scars that run around their body, especially around the hands and neck. That these are blood hunters.
Okay.
Third order.
But yep, Chris, you now can enjoy the fact that I have a 28 passive perception.
I will be sure to enjoy it. Snyder.
I'm gonna cast Dragon Sight, I guess.
Cast check.
All right.
You're going to cast a spell in front of people.
He
Yeah.
said what he said. Back to
Somebody said.
Theron's comment.
I'm gonna hide my
Fort
hands though
Damali
in my
said
cape
they had
because
the pretty good
We'll
guards.
slide
as
a
well.
hand check for the cast. And what are you casting with? Because your book
Um,
is absent.
so wait, I believe for that one, I don't know. Now that I say that,
Trying to remember it.
third
I think
level,
the
I
spell
don't
went like
think.
this.
Hang on.
Power word.
Actually, yeah, I can't. Never mind.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I thought I
Back
had
to
a
If
that-
dragon
they
scale
saw him
or a
cast a
drake scale.
spell,
Oh, no,
they
yeah.
would just
It
Well,
wouldn't
I'm
be
not
good
by the queen
at
yet,
all.
no,
That
no.
said,
a spell
Um,
they've never seen before because it's one he made himself.
Yep.
what
It's
is
more
there anything
terrifying.
you want to do? Because you did note the humans and
Yes.
elves near center.
Uh,
But,
I
Yes.
would,
well, it'll specific Snyder first because he'd asked about it.
yeah. Ooh.
Do they look like mages or they
Yeah,
look a little
they
bit
do.
interesting, right? Okay. Should I go up and introduce, I suppose?
Okay.
Hello. I suppose everyone's kind of just talking and mingling everywhere.
Yeah, they're speaking, and one individual looks to you, human blonde hair. She looks to you. Ah, welcome. I didn't think anyone else, not from around here, would be joining us.
What's a human?
Hello.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
you people?
Yes, or just it's first time being here at this Exaltorum. How are you today? Is that manners? Is that manners? Is that
That's
manners?
charisma out the window.
He looks
What
at
is
you with an
this?
almost bemused face, but not. It must be my 7 for faith, Exaltorium. But come sit. Don't stand.
Oh no, your
I wasn't
Sorry.
ready
character
for
is
that.
so
I wasn't
nervous right
ready
now,
for
so
how
just don't
realistic
worry.
that was. I would picture
Welcome
that
to
to
balance
be.
of nature.
I feel that was Stormer at Will's wedding right there trying to talk to people.
How are you?
Hi.
Welcome
Hi.
to balance of nature. Nice piano.
God,
Well,
I wasn't prepared.
already placed.
I wasn't prepared.
Just
Stormer, if he
sit
was in
down.
that, if I was actually in that position, I would have said it to myself a couple of times first.
Oh, 100%.
Psych yourself up for it.
I have to talk to people.
Come sit. Don't stand.
Hello.
Sit already. Come sit. Where are you from?
Hey, I'm from. Hi.
Annabir just
You
walks
said I like
over.
4 times.
Annabir just walks over. It's like, hey, what's going on here? This is Harbinger.
Fort
He's a
Damali, how
buddy
you
of
doing?
mine.
Honestly, Anavir seems flamboyant enough that he would be that guy.
Gives a nod to the both of you, and she gestures for you, Andrea, to sit down as well.
All right.
Hey,
So what brings you here today?
Molly.
What's your name? By the way, I didn't catch that.
She reaches a hand over. My name is Alora. I'm from Teldore.
Ah, Annavir Victoria.
shit.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am from. I don't remember where I was born.
Wait, an entire quest.
Getting a drink. I'll be back. Actually, no, we
He's
only
from
have
just
18
south
minutes.
of Mexican friend.
I would say where I was from. I just
Oh,
forgot
God.
what it is right now.
Is this Stormer and Viking like trying to talk to people?
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Put me on the spot. I
Alora
just don't.
settles back.
One is factually correct. The
You
other
were
one is
talking
just.
to Laura
it's crazy.
Vasalia?
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Basil?
Laura Vasil. Like, I know Nathan knows this. A member of the council of a country. And you're like, how did it go in? We're colorful people.
Colorful people.
They would both look very, very colorful
You
people.
would look so like, oh my god.
So
Over the
okay,
top,
We're
very
gonna
so
over the
we're
top.
getting
her name
we're
is
so getting
Laura?
actually. Alora
Lord.
Alora V. Oh my God,
Alora.
we're gonna get executed, guys. We're
That's
not
fine.
Charisma modifier and actual
we're not gonna
intelligence
make it.
modifier here.
We.
What is this we? What is this we
Whoa.
business?
Yeah, what's this we?
What is we? Both warlocks can dimension door the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fail,
Me.
fail,
And
fail.
Thunderstep twice.
Me hides behind Lucy. I'm with you right now. Let's not talk about this.
I can get out of 780 feet real quick, okay?
We're
680.
I am only
We
an
are
acquaintance
simply
with this group, okay?
we are simply
Oh, and
here
this is nothing.
as political and diplomatic olive branch, as interested mages in the development of dunamancy, and professional curiosity.
Do you have anything to present here as well?
Oh my God.
sure.
I prefer to stray away from the presenting.
Okay.
It's a young person's game.
I see.
Well,
You
I suppose I'm a
compliment
young
her
person.
age
I think I'm a
now.
little nervous.
You
myself.
compliment a woman's
He doesn't
age.
know
You
that.
say you don't look
No,
a
I don't fucking
day
care.
past 20.
This
She's
is
definitely
fantasy.
not 20.
I'm like 20 and I look like a toddler, essentially. I'm half elf with a life expectancy of 150.
So do I. So.
That's true. You both actually probably look really fucking young. And you're
Yeah.
like probably older than her. Fuck.
Oh,
But half elves can grow a beard, and that's the difference.
She kind of settles back and starts speaking to a few other members now. The conversation amidst
Yes.
this group, as you can are allowed to like eavesdrop in on it, is essentially they are pretty aware that this is typically a political stunt, typically inviting non-WildeMount nations to visit, but happy to be here all the same. It's more than the Dwelling Empire has offered to outsider nations.
Just
So,
Pat Harbinger in the back is like, you got this.
Especially right
So I
now.
just start
I
walking.
didn't say that in person.
few individuals briefly speak about recruiting a Dunamancer into their ranks. That's about as far as the conversation goes.
They also like mages that have like a low charisma modifier.
They are speaking. They seem to all. You've essentially walked into a friend group that's all known each other for a few years, and you're trying to like, hey,
Hey,
here."
buddy, buddy.
and you slowly get up and leave without saying a word.
Ooh, awkward.
Too real.
Too real. Too real.
okay,
Ow.
so we're,
Alright, see you, Anavir.
Please tell me with my passive, I would notice that absolute fail on Anavir's part.
Had a fail on me.
Because
Excuse me.
if I did, Chris, just let me know if I did. I know what I'd do.
Before that, is there anything else everyone wants to do?
I already walked away from that.
Savari is just trying
Any
to
more
be
people
as
you wanna speak to?
inconspicuous as possible.
I'd like to talk to
punch
Sunbreaker if he's
table or
within
something.
range.
Fully realize I am a 6 foot,
Yeah.
like a 6
For
foot
you,
cat
Savari,
silly outfit.
you get plenty of odd looks. You all get odd looks. Savari, you're getting more than your fair share
You're getting a lot of
of
Hey.
individuals.
Hey.
To the point where, unless you seem to be actively engaged in conversation, no one really approaches.
Except
no
that one
approaches the
dwarf.
shy girl.
A dwarf with a dream.
Again, a
Meantime,
little too real.
Sunbreaker is present. He's very quickly, once he escorted you, he beelined it for the bar, and he has been planted there with a few other royal guards.
Oh, I want to go over there now.
That's not a bad idea.
There's
Oh
a bar,
my
yeah. I
god.
mentioned at the very beginning. There's a
Oh.
bar on the eastern wing.
He was very clear about it. He said
Okay,
it.
go.
I think I might make my
Planted
way there
himself.
too.
You know what? I'm gonna join him. See you
Yeah,
over
I'm
there.
gonna join
idea.
him. Nothing real serious. Just want to be there.
Yeah.
Ball.
You do note that
He's supposed to
Sunbreaker does
stay
have
with
his
them.
great sword affixed to his back at the moment, because he's a guard.
Yeah.
even when
He's on duty.
so him and a few royal dusk guards seem to be speaking with one another.
Tells the
You
tale of
linger
how
in.
he fought a ghost dragon.
Yeah, he is bragging about that and showing scars. He does give a two finger salute to you.
He did take so much damage.
Yeah, he did. He got his ass whooped.
As you approach, there was a kind of a moment where the other guards quieted, but Sunbreaker gives that two finger salute and they keep going with their conversation. Not specifically listening in, but you do catch a few of them. So occasionally Sunbreaker points to a figure, the two guards look, and it seems to be just a random individual, but you do hear mention of more than one Dwendalian spy amidst the crew here at the Exaltorium.
Hmm.
That's interesting. Stick out like a cat on a hot tin
You
roof.
could say that Sunbreaker's showing shit on the bar.
I think with that we can move on with the dinner.
Yeah.
Yep.
With that, we will.
Oh, I definitely pass by Viking when I watch him fail and go like, "You went on too strong," and just walk away.
I didn't go strong. I was helping Harbinger.
Nope, I'm already
Fucking
gone. I'm
doing
already gone.
laps.
I'll get my
Eventually,
revenge.
not able to clock anyone else of extreme notes and kind of looking around, it's less that there's no one of interest, it's that there's so many people of interest here that trying to just pick up needle out of a haystack of who to investigate further is quite difficult. That said, though, there appears to be a sort of mood shift as the time changes and people start to make their way to seats along the various tables spread out across the area throughout the lawn. Presumably, you all find seats.
Find a table.
Right.
Has my name on it.
Find your seats on various tables that dot the chamber. Or not dot chamber, dots an open air garden area. Conversation quickly turns to quiet mutters and whispers as magical lights throughout this banquet area begin to dim ever so slightly before a larger magical light, white in its shine, glows around the central pedestal. You hear the clattering of armor in a march. A collection of well-armed soldiers with glaives are seen as they march into the light. The flickering glitters of light across their glaives reflect off, and the soldiers march onto the central platform. And as they arrive, stop and in unison turn to the right in sort of military parade motion. Some of you will recall that there was mention of the demonstration of soldiers here beginning the Exaltorium.
All of us literate,
I assume you're all literate.
so we all read a letter. Cool. At some point within the past 3-4 weeks.
Yes. From being briefed on it and everything, yeah.
Mhm.
Their chin
5
armor on
business
full
days.
display, armor adorned with these just massive spikes around shoulders, forearms, and greaves. Likely just parade attire, unfiled down and set sharpened to a precise point. Soldiers spin their weapons in an impressive display of their coordination. Then an unseen voice speaks out, somewhat stern and with a hint of familiarity. What you see before you is this next step in the Kryn's line of defense. Long have we relied on the hail of arrows and spellcraft to pierce the winged prey and flying foe, though no longer. On cue, a translucent purple begins to enshroud the various soldiers. Glittering pneumatic energy resonates off of them as cascading down in tides across the audience. Various napkins, feathers, and light debris from around the area begin to gently lift off from their places. By utilizing graviturgy, and through vigorous training, the Oathsworn Lancers now possess the ability to willingly enforce, reduce their own gravitational perception. But you don't have to believe just my word of it. In an instant, soldiers buckle their knees and jump. Yet instead of just a simple jump only a few feet high, they instead go soaring into the air, cloaked in Dunamancy. Each soldier flies high into the air, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet higher and higher. The audience members start to clamber in an attempt to get a better view as they launch into the night sky. Others start to produce lenses and other binoculars in order to see what's going on.
They need binoculars.
Do a flip.
Right?
Just as the Oathsworn Lances reach the apex of their jumps, they jump again and again.
Do a
Defying
flip.
the laws of physics and really any common sense, they begin leaping and leaping in various directions as they climb in height. Furies of gravitational magic emanate from this performance. At this point, the speaker stepped out from the shadows and over towards the front of this marble pedestal. You see the individual clad in the same armor, though adorned with a purple sash across their chest. You see as the Drow soldier Facile led with a helmet under his arm gives a wave to the crowd. And with that,
We know that guy.
the beast.
I'll start to clap as he starts to do stuff.
He's the only
Nod,
one that
and
claps.
you starting to clap does bring a small cascade as his stepping out, flaring someone's ego.
Of course.
I guess
know-
it's
I know
alright.
how-
I guess it's alright.
I'm a religious guy. I know how to boost the egos of people.
Sure.
He
I
gives a
groan.
nod as he steps in front of the marble platform. The beasts of Jorhaus and beyond will no longer find sanctuary within the air. Luxon has blessed us with another glorious advancement, and we will reap what is sown for us. Let this serve as a reminder of all what dynasty and our faith is capable of. Basile bows. There's a moment of silence before you hear the sound of rushing wind. The soldiers who have previously been climbing higher and higher into the sky are now seen coming down like comets, who are enshrouded in the magic, their glaives pointed tip down, cutting through the wind as stray magic emanates off of them. All their glaives in a unison and under a second collide with the marble pedestal. And it shatters and explodes from the sheer force. Dusk and rubble go spreading out all directions, but thin barriers protect each table as it all comes up as the performance goes underway.
Barrier
The
gets
rush
weak on
of
my
wind
side.
is soon
Impressive.
accompanied, wiping away the dust, the rubble, and the barriers. Standing atop the ruins of that marble platform are the various Oathsworn lances, posing heroically atop the ruins. Vasile finishes the bow, and the crowd applauds.
That's a good
Just
mental image
like
to
that.
just.
You do know, fucking, like, this is our friend. This seals the reason we're here.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
clap normally.
No, I
like
wouldn't
a
clap
normal
normally too.
What I fucking thought.
Yeah,
Crowd.
bro.
I'm here
for-
I'm here for real performance. They took away my
Vasile
bagpipes. I'm
Sends his
salty.
hand, helmet up, and with that, let the banquet begin. And
Feast.
people start to get up and begin their feast in earnest. Seal turns around, and all the soldiers, as attention diverts off from them, slouch a bit, start to like let their tiredness from the vast amount of energy they have just expended in this short while, and start to slowly mingle and reintegrate themselves into the crowd.
I
Feels
will
up to-
walk up to the Civ.
Okay.
Same.
Currently with a few of the lances, he glanced over to those of you that approach. And look who it is.
Indeed, indeed.
I'm extremely glad you could make it, and I'll earn it.
Howdy.
We are indeed. It
Yeah, I'll
seems
have
you've
walked up
been.
as well.
It seems you've been busy.
Safe to say everyone walked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive.
Good
I believe
Well,
we've met.
he sends a hand over his kind of very light gauntlet. Vasile Zoled.
It's
Savari Remura.
She is a new member of our group.
I see.
Yes.
The soldier kind of tucks his helmet underneath his arm once more. Well, and I should be thanking you. Seems everywhere I go and we run into each other, you give me a good piece of intel, I get promoted.
Well, we're always happy to help. I feel it works out the best. I mean, you sent such a lovely escort for us to get here, and now look over to Lucy next to the bride queen.
Glances over and he gives like another two finger salute looking over to her. She doesn't give one
She's
back.
like, I wasn't expecting it. She's like, you gotta be all fun and cool, and I have to fucking go in bride queen.
Turns back.
Picturing Eunoxy like promoted.
So, and I only ask because it makes most sense. Do you have any new intel information that you want to give to me?
Yeah, well, let's see.
You always have new intel.
It seems so. I am just
Well-
kidding, though. This is just a.
Well, on the bright side, if you were looking for a spot, a rest spot, or maybe someone with the ability to dock airships, we have a keep in the mountains. The whatever.
Ash
Keeper
Keeper
Peaks.
Ashkeeper Peak.
They are the Ash Keepers. I thought the Ash Keepers
Yes.
were the north.
It's
We
still
run
the
the-
same.
Oh,
Hello,
okay.
that's where we live.
Same mountain range.
That's where
I
we live.
forgot. We have a keep in the Ash Keeper keep.
Keeping the
With
Ashkeeper keeps.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
aware. Shut up. I'm aware. And there's actually a tunnel that leads over onto your side, but we have a airship dock and are able to do trade with the Menagerie Coast rather easily. And if
That's the Empire.
if you needed a rest stop, quiet, certain
Safe.
arrangements can be made. And there seems to be a group there that would probably be our allies with against the Empire, as they seem to not like them.
He kind of gives a smirk. I like the way
You look at the Dragonborn.
So, well, I mean, that's why the second promotion happened. The attack on Talonstead could have gone better, but it happened how it happened.
We are glad that it worked out. Good to hear that they are free of the Empire.
Yes.
And
That's
more
now.
friends.
Now we're prepared to fight their air vessels and anything else that they might try.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, then I will reach out my arm for like the big old like soldier handshake.
He
He has
returns
arms,
and
right?
gives when he has to angle his arm such a way he does have about 4-inch spikes from the gauntlet, especially from the forearm.
He accidentally impales
Yeah.
Anavir.
Not like facing forward, but
Ow.
very clearly,
Not comfortable.
you know,
Show-
it's parade
Showy armor.
Yeah, it's
sure.
very, it's meant to make them look cool.
Yeah, in the actual in battle ones will be much more. So.
Yeah.
It's
not-
usually not a
Much
good
better
idea to
spikes.
look like it's usually not a good idea to have armor that is bright and colorful.
They have like the Batman spikes on the
Well, sir,
forearms.
I shall leave you for the night. If you need us or are looking to drink more, let us know. Other than that, we'll be keeping an eye out and enjoy your night.
Dude.
You may want to lose the gauntlets though. It will make it hard to drink.
I can literally not lose the gauntlets. It is a part of the job. Difference is I'm paid to be here.
Ooh, got him.
Well, at least you're getting paid.
That does make it nice. That does help. That does help.
Enjoy your night, though. I'll
You
try
as
to enjoy
well.
mine.
And I will nod and turn around and aren't you gentlemen, do we wish to eat?
Starving.
I'm at the
Sure.
bar.
Right?
Yeah,
Probably you're still nervous as fuck.
Where's Torn?
We're starving. I think he's at the
I think
bar.
he's over there at the
All the
bar.
dragonborns? Drink, drink, Thorin.
Chug, chug, chug,
Come
chug.
on, come on, you pale bastard! Drink,
It's the tail. Yeah, it's the tails. Let's
Oh,
do it.
100%. I totally feel like Torrin would be the one who they'd be like, so there's a fucking tail bitch over here. And he's like, let's drink! Wow,
They,
wow.
they've retrofit that Gatling gun into a bong of some kind.
Oh my god.
The beer cannon.
Oh yeah!
Beer stand.
Yeah.
Okay, that is now
Alright.
canon. Torrin is going crazy drinking.
Various.
Well,
You all had, I guess, at banquet tables.
I
Yeah.
suppose
Yeah.
so.
yes.
All right. Torn.
Yeah, I'll go hang out with Torn.
Okay.
Torn
Torn and
characters seem
Savari.
to like hanging around
Yeah.
Torn.
You two are
I'm
kind
not-
of at the bar position.
I'm gonna try and match Olamon in his drinking.
Oh my god!
Oh man, that's
I will
a
cheer,
that's a
I will
dangerous
cheer
game.
Torn on.
Fuck,
He
I
has-
That's
didn't.
what I'm gonna do.
I didn't set up greater restoration.
He has 2
Fuck!
cups beside him already, and he's drinking on his third.
Oh
I'm
god.
guessing it's like one of these. It's like
You can take him, Torn.
I look at the bartender, hold 3 fingers up.
The
Oh,
bartender,
I got some catching up to do.
who's just a Duragar man, looks at you with these wide, glowing eyes. As like, leans in. It's very ungentlemanly to drink 3 at once.
oh,
I'll
one at a
do it
time,
still.
sure.
And he turns and
I'll do it.
3 drinks for you.
That
They
was-
are different than you might expect. They're not like a frothy beer and the like. It's pretty
is she-
clear.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Pure.
I wish I had full restore now. Oh no!
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Dragonborn out of commission.
What's your constitution modifier, Thorin?
Oh no.
+2.
Above 2?
+2.
Let's do.
Plus 2. Okay.
2? Yeah,
Not bad.
more than 2.
More than 2.
You-
have
8. No.
Pounding these drinks, which is best described as a fermented mushroom that has been very elegantly mixed with other things. It doesn't taste despicable, but it's very clearly an acquired taste. You can
Indeed.
down 2 of them with no issue. Your third one, however, I'll need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, boy.
No.
I can catch up. Oh shit.
Oh, come on. That looks like a
well.
16.
That
10.
is a 10. Tis not 16.
And
Tis 10.
It's
all
like
you
right in
need
the
at
middle
this
between.
Use your
moment.
luck
It's like
point.
right in the middle between 8 and
You're
16.
good. He took it. Yeah, we're good.
10 is all you need at the moment. You down these drinks, and there's a part of your brain that thinks it's maybe gonna be like vodka. But after that third one, it's not quite like vodka. It's a little
Man.
stronger in its taste, and there's a strange numbing effect that you're feeling in your mouth that is unlike any alcohol, really. But you push past it, and you don't get sloshed.
Mm.
I take it Solomon just goes, yeah, we're fine.
Which one's Olamon on?
I'm totally egging
Almon's
both of
still
them
on his third,
at this point.
but as he kind of watches you drink all of that, and he's like he locked eyes with you when you're halfway through the first one, and as you finish the third one, he raises his, whew, and downs it.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god, no.
Oh no.
I'm just sipping on the first one.
The royal
Drinking my
guards that sit
martini.
beside Sunbreaker Almond give a clap and a small chuckle at the impromptu constants that's starting to form here.
I have to focus
He's
on that
doing,
level
Meantime,
today.
though,
he's doing the performance check.
at all
Hold
of
on.
this,
Did we took a yeah, after that fight we've had a break
like-
and a long rest and shit.
yeah, you've
Yeah,
had
Yeah,
you have
3
your
days.
thing.
God.
Cause I'm still at 32 out of 73 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Restore
you're-
your hit
oh,
points and
reset.
use like one's own luck and everything.
Yeah, that's the main reason. Okay.
As this like
This-
little microcosm and challenge starts, an individual approaches and kind of clasps a hand beside you, Torn. The figure leans forward, dragonborn in nature, and looks up to you. You instantly recognize them.
Oh.
Who is it?
Recognize Robin Ball. Settle right beside you.
How
And
did
she
Robin
speaks.
Ball pass me?
I didn't take you for quite the drinker.
Write that down. Write that down.
Oh shit!
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Cliffhanger! Cliffhanger!
What happened, Mr. 28? What happened, Mr. 28?
Yeah, what happened, Mr.
Chris?
28?
I have what? I have 28 passive perception and I can see invisible things.
And you're at a
Wasn't
very
it?
How did he pass?
Exactly.
Would I
Like I said,
notice?
doesn't matter.
Would I notice when
matter, she's
Robin
there
Ball
now.
starts to
The
talk?
most you notice is an individual that you were not clocking before steps up to Torin or moves towards Torin in like the last 5 feet and then just kind of leans against the bar next to him. Unassuming, first off.
Hmm.
Like, there's no like dagger behind the back or maniacal laughing.
Calm and
There
collected.
was other magic at play.
Oh,
Wow.
You had one job.
Wait, Chris. Wait, just so I understand, so I'm aware.
Fucking knew it.
A
It's for
creature-
plot.
No,
You
no,
didn't
I
spot
know,
her.
I know. But my
Plot.
question is, would I feel nervous because someone I wasn't able to clock just came up near Torin?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
got it.
yeah, it's sort of like
That's
a
all I needed to know.
it's sort of like the scenes in movies where they pan over like and something comes right in front of the camera and when it pans over to the opposite side something is there or something is gone.
Oh, like in a horror movie,
So
and you're
she,
like,
Yep.
she Agent 47 freaking Torn Ball here.
so I'd probably be laughing and talking with Reinhardt, looking like, "Oh my gosh, Torin's going." Reinhardt, get ready.
You know the thing of the one guy who plays Gus in like the Far Cry 5 trailer who's laughing and he's suddenly a serious face? That's my imagine.
Kanye West.
Oh,
Fuck!
that's a curveball.
None of
This
us
one?
have our weapons.
That was definitely
I
a
knew.
curveball.
I knew. For how long we were sitting there just talking to people, I'm like, something's happening.
Yeah,
Something's
Something.
happening.
It's digging in, and we're just not seeing it. Ah,
And then, of course, the cliffhanger let it all out.
I
That
thought
cliffhanger
we were.
lined up.
Perfect. It's perfect.
It's
And
perfect.
now we gotta have another cut. We do still have to figure out what the fuck we're doing for next week.
Yeah, we do.
Because we gotta see how this goes.
We're not doing anything.
I want to see what Drunk
Till next
Torn
week.
does.
Or next whenever.
I got a few
Yeah,
tricks up
whenever
my
we
sleeve.
do this again, which will probably
It's
be
a
the
little
last session.
soon, but I am off Monday. I do have time Monday night.
Well, at least
Will
for
can't
those
do
that are
Monday
watching,
night.
hope you
Will
guys
can't
enjoy.
do
We'll see you
Monday
guys
night.
next
Will
time.
can't do
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday.
I'm glad you guys know my schedule better than me. I'm like, Monday night works, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I have work.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
I've
do
worked
Monday
there.
night.